Okay, well, we've got a couple hours here, so let's just get right into it. In our last session, you guys really didn't do much. You hung out in town, took care of Gundren, everything like that. Uh, Met a druid named Alec in the bar. Played a little Baldur's Bones. Um, you guys finally decided to check out the Old Owl Well, as well as take the opportunity to check out a few of the different side quests that you had picked up. By the looks of things, and I know we didn't talk about this last week, but I think I mentioned it briefly, but you're traveling to Old Owl Well, which you have
Carry,
revealed.
yep, or we're going to carry Carryburg or
Well,
someplace.
Canaberry is near
Canaberry.
where Agatha's lair is. You have your location of Old Owl Well, and of course you have Wyvern Tor where the orcs are. Um, I believe you guys were deciding to check out Old Owl Well first, or wasn't sure which one you
Well,
guys wanted to do
Money.
first.
that's the one Quellen wants to go because it's the biggest payday for sure. But Leon's trying to say, let's do it in like a line, get them all done, and then I'll bring them back. But
Um,
he's like, first things first, we're going straight to the 600 gold one.
but essentially, yeah, that was a session. A lot of RPing, a lot of getting to know Alec a little bit. He's decided that he's going to join you guys. He's been looking for an adventure party. You know that he hails from the areas surrounding Boulder's Gate. You guys don't know too much about him. You trust him for the most part, but you're definitely hesitant. You guys are having him come with you to kind of see how he does. We ended the session with you guys loading up onto your horses and heading out of town. So with that, we're going to be here on the world map. Where you guys want to go first?
I think it best go to straight to Canaberry.
Then Agatha's lair, and then Old Owlwell, and then double back
Yeah,
to
no,
Old Owlwell.
no. What I'm thinking we should do. I mean, what Leon would have said is like, or what Leon said is, we start at Agatha's lair. Well, first we go to Conyberry, get our supplies and everything like that, get a lay of the land. Go to Agatha's lair first, deal with that. Then go to Old Owl Well, then Wavering Tor, deal with that. And from Wavering Tor, we can just go straight to the Tribord Trail, and then go back. Unless we wanted to go and like sell stuff at Conyberry first, and then go down.
Well, Connie Bear is just a bunch of ruins.
Oh, it is. I thought it was a
Yeah.
town.
Isn't it just ruins? Didn't you say it was ruins, Gear?
Did when you guys were taking this quest from Sister Garely, she had mentioned that
Yeah.
Conyberry was just a rundown, abandoned town, and that Agatha lived in the woods near said town. When she gave you the directions, she explained to basically go out and follow the Tribor Trail, a few days north.
And Agatha, we're just supposed to like go and like it's a banshee, but it doesn't necessarily mean we don't necessarily need to fight the banshee. I think is what.
Well, she gave us a comb to try and talk it down so that it
Yeah.
goes to rest rather than.
Who has the comb, by the way?
Should be Myra, I believe.
I
Yeah,
don't think
Myra,
it.
you have the comb. What were we supposed to be doing at Wyvern Tour? Something about.
Sure,
Yeah,
I'll
like
give you.
yeah.
Let me just even
I was
it
gonna.
out or smooth it out a little bit with Agatha, and then I'll see what you guys remember of the others. You guys are spot on. You're going to Agatha. You got to talk to her. You were given a comb to help with getting her to answer a
Appeasing
question
her.
for you.
Yeah.
Not Agatha. Agatha's the banshee. Um, Sister Garely wants you guys to ask a particular question regarding a spell book. Um, Garely's superiors are curious about this spell book, so they're looking to find out if um, Agatha might know anything about the location of said spell. So
Okay.
that was so you were just about spot on missing that one key piece. So what was the next one you're talking about?
Wyvern
I
Tor. I
remember.
can't remember. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a bunch of orcs. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I remember about it. I don't remember why they're. Were we supposed to get rid of them, or were we supposed to like tell them to leave?
Yep.
I can't remember what the.
Sure thing. So that quest was by the Town Master Harbin. He is willing to pay you guys gold to deal with the orc threat that is coming from Wyvern Tor.
Well, I heard money for Wyvern Tor and money for Old Outwell and healing potions for Agatha's.
Either way, we're all up there. Might as well get them all done at the same time. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a couple of days to get there anyway.
and it's gonna be a couple days to jump in between. We're gonna be like 2 weeks out from leaving, and then after that, yeah, I think that's our little chore list. Unfortunately, Thunder Tree is a little out of the way for us, but you know,
Yep, and then there's Thunder Tree. That was the other one. Just to
it was
remind
to
you guys
collect
of
an
which that one.
heirloom. I think
You
it
can
was.
collect an heirloom as payment from the folks you rescued in Red Brand
Hmm.
hideout, that family. There's also um, a druid there that you guys could have met who might have been able to help you find a way of Echo Cave. Plus, it's also an abandoned town stuff if you're interested in that kind of thing. But you guys already know the Wave Echo Cave location, so of course, completely up to you if you decide to go that route. Indeed, it is
Hmm.
quite a ways out.
What if we were to not necessarily delve into it, but what if we were to stop by Wave Echo Cave on the way to Wyvern Tor, going through this
No, I think
unrevealed
it's
bit here?
safest to just take the Tribord Trail up north or northwest, northeast. Sorry, and just get to Connieberry, and once we get there, figure out what the situation is. Obviously, there's no going to be there, but I'm pretty sure that's the safest route up northeast. And once we're there, we'll just start knocking them out one by one, not just go straight to Wyvern Tor.
I'm really
You
up for
know,
whatever. So if Mighty wants to do that, that's
Yeah, I think we should head to Agatha's lair and build up to Wyvern Tor and um, Wave Echo. So
yeah, from Wyvern Tor, yeah. Depending on how mountainous it is, maybe we can just cut straight from Wyvern Tor to Wave Echo.
yeah, and investigate it. Probably not delve into it, but we might have to delve into it if we go investigate it. So I don't know.
Either way,
Well, let's begin and see where life takes us. The journey of life takes us.
All right, so you guys are gonna go to Conneberry / Agatha's lair first.
yep.
Yeah. Is Adelia, are you okay with that?
Dahlia's just making a flower crown for her new friend.
Okay. Wonderful.
Here, I had it written down. I just wanted to make sure I have it down.
It should be, what was it? It was 3 hexes a day, right?
Yep.
Oh, but we have horses, so it's 6 hexes.
Well, I'm reserving the right as DM to modify it as necessary.
All right.
Make more time pass if I feel the need to. It's going to take you guys about 2 days to get up to Conneberry.
All right. Can we stock up on provisions and stuff? Like not
Leon's
actually like
already.
roll or pay it, but
Yeah, you guys
or
had
did we?
you guys had already stocked up on
Oh,
provisions.
okay.
Leon had picked some
Yeah.
stuff up from gosh, why am I drawing blanks on names today? Barthen's provisions, excuse me.
That's right.
Yeah, no.
Sorry. My bad.
And he didn't go like all out. He just got enough. I think what was it, 3 days worth of provisions? I think I got. But that's like emergency provisions just in case we couldn't hunt anything and, fend for ourselves for a specific day. Same thing for the horses.
Exactly. So, because with you guys know with our dope ass sniper bowswoman, excuse me.
Oh
You can
shit,
get-
at me.
She's very good at hunting things. So,
Just a Dahlia over there with the double peace sign.
what up? All right. So you guys head out of town, Alec in tow. Just begin to ride down the trail. You're very familiar at this point with these first initial areas coming from Phandelver to the Tribord Trail. About half the day goes by, and you end up making it to the crossroads here. You guys look at your maps and you know, okay, we got to head towards that northeastern direction. So you guys make a right on the trail, and you follow it up. For the most part, your first day of travel, you see the beautiful grassland. You can see the Neverwinter wood start to break over the horizon as you go. For the most part, the first day is rather uneventful. As the first day comes to a close, you guys stop for
Do
the
we still
evening.
see the mound the large bodies of the ogres that we fought along the way?
You don't actually head in the direction of where the ogres are. The Tribor Trail kind of goes. You had to go up a little bit north from the Tribor Trail for that.
Oh, and that's where we fought them.
Yeah. So, if I remember
We're heading
correctly.
this direction, wasn't it? We went this way is where we fought the goblins and orcs, and this is the direction we're going right now. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you guys don't quite see
Okay, I
it because
thought.
that's about 5-10 mile difference. So you don't quite see it, just with how horizons work. So you guys kind of make it through your first day here. So let me just put you where. And as you guys decide, it's starting to get dark out. You know that you've been riding all day. Jan can't see shit in the dark. So you guys decide to pull over from the trail.
I'm still the only. I'm still the only one, aren't I?
Yes, you are. You guys make it. As the sun's beginning to go down, you make it to just kind of the edge of this mountainous region. You can see where the trail kind of goes in between the forest and the mountains here. So you guys use some of the coverage from this mountainous area as a place to camp out for the night. Do you use an emergency day's worth of food, or do you want to go hunting?
That's Adelia. That's up to Adelia, really. Is there grassland for grazing for the horses? Like
There is still
a small.
grassland. Yep. You're not in the mountainous region. You're just kind of like on the. You can see the mountain there. You're close enough to some rocks that can provide some coverage.
All right. Set up a spot for the horses to just kind of like hitch up so that they can graze and not run anywhere.
Okay.
Be nice to them and whatnot. Give them some attention because they've been working hard today.
Indeed. All right. Adelia, are you going to hunt for the group?
She will at least attempt.
Anyone going with her, or are we allowing her to do solo?
I'm not
Adelia,
gonna go with
I
her.
would very much like to see if I could pick up on some of this and learn from you and your skills. So I would very much like to join her.
You allow him,
Taking an interest in her skills, eh?
not just her hunting skills. I mean, what?
And yeah, she doesn't care. She's more than happy to try to teach him what she learned.
So because he's gonna assist, essentially be helping you. Let's see here. We're both skilled in survival. So, Adelia, you can make a survival check. Either both of you make one, or Adelia, you can do one with advantage.
Oh, I'm just shadowing, so yeah, her with.
16?
16. So it seems pretty scarce around here, even at 16. With what you know out in the wilds here, you know that there usually aren't too many creatures that hang out near the bottom of the mountain, but there's still enough grassland and woodsish areas around here that you would still expect to see some rabbits or maybe even a deer or two, but don't manage to find anything of a meat variety. However, you are able to find some healthy looking plants and um, a few berries that you know are healthy. I would say that not necessarily in terms of pounds, you will just go by days worth of rations. I'd say you find about a day and a half's worth of rations, and that is including your ability double what you find.
We're not in the forest, so she can't actually double anything right now.
Now, there's still foresty enough areas around here that I would allow for the trait to still be activated.
Oh, you're so kind. Okay, I mean, she's still disappointed. She wanted to bring back like an actual meat haul, especially if she's got a shadow she's trying to, who wants to learn from her. So she's
Right, so
still a
this
little
just
bit disappointed.
Yep, so this kind of turned into one of those, that was not the hunting trip you wanted. But after a few hours, about an hour or two of kind of scrounging around, um, both kind of realize your dark vision had kicked in. The colors you usually see have now shifted over to that gray tone that you would see with your dark vision. So you head back towards camp, unless you're doing anything.
To camp we go.
What are you doing, Leon and Myra?
I want to help Leon make the fire and just kind of take care of the horses. Give them. Did we bring them water?
Yeah, no, I'd ask that if there was like a small little like stream or like that close by, a little water pool or something like that.
Sorry, I did not ask that. Apologies for not. There is not a creek or anything nearby, but what does happen is um so there isn't any nearby, so you guys would have to utilize some of your water in your wineskins to kind of give them some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. Sorry.
Yeah, I will assist in that. Taking care of the
Yeah.
horses.
Kind of setting up
Yeah,
things.
making sure they're all set up.
Setting up the fire. Are we gonna
Does the
have a fire?
weather seem? Yeah, no, we'll have a fire. Um, Leon. So is it pretty much like grasslandish with a little bit of forestry, or?
Yeah, grasslandish with a little bit of forestry, nothing heavy, nothing like Neverwinter Forest. Again, with kind of that mountainous region kind of to your back there, as you guys are ready or getting everything prepared. You guys take care of the horses. Alec is
What's
also
Yeah, I was about to say.
Alec's been helping as well. He utilizes his water skin, wine skin, whatever you want to call it, to give his horse some drink as well. And he helps out around the camp. And
Yeah,
kind of
the
setting things
entire
up.
time, Leon just has this kind of like not untrusting, but like cautious glare or like stare at him every once in a while, just kind of keeping an eye on what he's doing.
As you as you're staring at him, he eventually sits down as he kind of sets some stuff up, just taking a quick break. Leon, you're continuing to watch him, and it's getting darker and it's getting darker, and you're kind of setting stuff up, and you kind of fumble a little bit because it's starting to get too dark for you to see. So let's see. So Alec, he looks at you and he says, Leon,
Yeah. Hold on, let me. Shit. Ah, man, it's the worst. I swear. You guys seem to be able to walk around this like it's nothing.
he
Is
just
there
said,
any of that magic stuff that makes it easier to see in the dark? Because this is annoying.
come over here. I think I got something for you.
All right.
You kind of
And
walk up and approach him, and he stands up and he says, "This should help." Kind of rubs his hands together, and he slowly puts his hands up to go like kind of touch your head.
yeah, no,
Do you
Leon just
let him?
he kind of like steps back and says like, "Do you mind explaining what you're doing, friend?
I'm gonna
Just
use
so I know."
I'm gonna use a spell that will allow you to see as we do at night.
No shit.
Not even joking. I promise you, when you close your eyes after I'm done with my enchantment or my chanting, we'll open your eyes and see as we do, as if it was daylight.
All right.
Only it'll be kind of more this grayish tone because it is kind of dark out.
All right. Keep an eye on him, Myra. See, make sure he doesn't
Of
do magic
course,
any
Lady
business.
Myra.
Sure. I'm just kind of like playing like a couple of riffs on my ukulele, not really paying attention at all.
Getting ready to like cast hideous laughter, like fucking try it. No, just kidding. Um, so he puts Leon. He says, "Close your eyes."
All right.
He puts his hands on your head, and um, his thumbs kind of like cover, just lightly touch your eyes, as it's kind of like thumbs are touching your eyes, and his hands, his other fingers, kind of like wrapped around your head a little bit, and you hear him,
Yeah.
kind of chant an
Like an
incantation.
unconscious instinct, you see it. Like Alec would kind of like see him kind of like slowly move his hand to his dagger just in case.
I understand your concern. Be over in just a moment. He starts to
All right, I'm waiting.
he says his incantation. For the briefest second, you feel just this funny tingling sensation that like emanates from the back of your skull into the front of your face into your eyes. Just a quick like super fast, just this sensation. It doesn't feel bad. It's not cold. It's just like a tingling, a very brief tingling sensation. Tate puts his hands out. He says, "Go ahead and open your eyes."
Yeah, no, as soon as he had felt that situation, he would have taken a quick step back and started rubbing his eyes. Like, the fuck? This magic stuff is the weirdest thing. God damn. And he starts to, like, blink it, like, real fast, because you know how, like, after you rub your eyes real hard?
Oh yeah. And
And
so as you do that, and he's kind of having that slight like what the fuck moment, you realize that you can very clearly see Alex standing in front of you.
you see him kind of, like, staring at his hand. The hell? What the hell did you do?
I'd-
And he's just staring at his hand as he's, like, bringing it close to his face and then bringing it really far and, like, twisting his hand.
Clearly, he cast a spell so you could see in the dark.
Well, I mean,
And I'm just
like, what I'm saying is like can you do that, Maro? Like, have you always been able to do that?
no, I don't have that ability. I haven't chosen that ability. Actually, I don't think I
So
was. Yeah.
Don't think
I
it's
can
a
do other things.
I don't think it's a bard option. I think it's druid.
Yeah, I think it's just druid.
no,
Yeah.
it's just so what? Not everybody can learn everything. Is
No.
that how magic works, or?
Well, like for my magic, I draw it off of my music, and I do prestidigitation to make like a pretty like harp sound.
And
And
Alex speaks up and says, "In my magic, I use the power of nature." And he just uh, lifts his hand up, and see kind of fire kind of crackle around his hand.
Well, so there's not just one kind of magic, bunch of different kinds. Is what you're telling me?
it's what we've been telling you for a while.
No, I mean, like, I know you guys tell me these things, all right, and I listen and I know what you're saying, but I don't know what you're saying. This is just
It's crazy. It's if I,
it
I
ain't.
I put myself in your shoes, and if I never had seen it before, it would be a trip. It definitely would be.
I know that's just the thing. I mean,
Alec, can you
I'm
heal?
I do.
Sorry, you do heal.
I do have
Awesome.
some healing ability. I've practiced a little bit into that healing magic. I'm a bit of a jack of all trade, as they say. I have a lot of different healing magic. I have damage magic. I can charm individuals. I can put people in
well,
place. I got all
I guess
kinds.
that makes you super useful. It's just the only thing I'm thinking of is thinking back on, where I'm from. Think there might have been magic. Just never knew it to be magic.
I would love Leon to hear more about your land that you're from at some point in time. I would love to hear more about it. Seems like an interesting place. Magic is very, very well
Part
You
of
known
could
life.
say that.
of the West Coast of the Sword Coast region here. Magic is
Nah, I've been getting my fair share here since traveling More than I ever bargained for, to be honest. I'm just apparently just a simple.
Uh, as this conversation is having, Leon or Quellen and Adelio, you guys kind of are heading back into camp. Alec turns around and says, "Ah, welcome back."
Leon looks back and he waves in their direction.
Ah, Leon, you can see.
Uh, yeah, apparently it's some magic that Alec can do. Just let me see like you do, apparently.
You'll never see like I do, Leon.
Oh,
Bite
Alec,
me.
do you have Goodberry?
I'm familiar with the spell, but it's not have access to it right now. No, that
That's
seems strange.
understandable. That was something Nana could do, and it seems like game's a little scarce here.
Fortunately, I'm not sure I have the necessary items to produce that. What did you find?
Oh, the usual berries, nuts, uh, insert edible plant.
You're good. Well,
It's a potato.
that should be
Yeah.
plenty. Hopefully, no one was hoping for any large chunks of meat. I know I personally enjoy berries and roots when needed.
Leon doesn't show it very well, or doesn't hide it very well, but he kind of has this lack. Well, shit, look on his face.
Adelia knows. That's why she's disappointed in herself.
He's not trying to make her feel bad.
She makes eye contact with him, and it's just kind of the I'm sorry face.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. It ain't like, did anything too interesting today but ride a horse, so I can do a little bit of wild greens. That'll be fine.
And then Adelia makes it rain berries on everyone.
Berries for everybody, like a flower girl.
Oh man. But
So,
yeah, no.
so
No, Leon would just kind of would have asked how long the eyesight thing lasts.
it usually lasts about 8 hours or so. Unfortunately, it's not a permanent thing. But
Oh,
should
well,
should
that's a
you
shame.
walk into any light, you will see that it'll deactivate. But I believe said light, I believe it turns back on. Not 100% sure. Never had anyone try.
Oh, well, I'll be spending time by the fire, and afterwards, I guess we'll see.
As you kind of get closer to the fire, it does in fact kind of shut off. You suddenly see the color of the fire again, and you see the color of your group sitting around the fire enjoying their roots and berries dinner.
He just constantly, whenever that sensation happens, he'll stop for a second and just kind of like blink, trying to see if it's real or not.
And Alec, he just kind of looks at you and has a smile on his face. He's getting enjoyment out of it. Not like making fun of you enjoyment. He's just likes to see someone who
Yeah,
can appreciate the gifts.
Yeah, no, it's just this is new to him. Very new for Leon.
Like a little
Well,
kid.
since I guess I won't be as useless for watches this evening, I guess I'll go ahead and take the first one. Everybody else doesn't mind.
Nope. Not at all. And I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep.
Well, she's quick to take up on that. Leon kind of
Wake
laughs.
wake me up in a couple hours.
We'll try.
Yeah.
She does enjoy her sleep.
Well, thanks for taking watch, Leon. I'm gonna also
Yeah.
go to sleep. So Alec goes over to bedroll, whatever, and down as well. That he sits back up. If that runs out for some reason, just wake me up. I'll give it back. I can do it a couple of times a day.
All right,
Follow
I'll
my
keep
tongue.
that in mind.
Dahlia?
Forgive me, the kitten is terrorizing my other cats.
Because it knows it's still small and can get away with it.
She is working on Flower Crown.
Very well.
That's a very in-depth flower crown. Dang. Been working on that thing all day.
Well, it's not like you stopped every 2 seconds so she could pick a flower she saw.
So how long do you spend working on that before you go to bed?
Shouldn't take too long to finish, so maybe an hour.
So about an hour passes. Do manage to complete your flower crown. Do you wake Alec up to give it to him? If that's who I'm assuming you're giving it to.
Nope, he gets crowned in his sleep.
Okay. Make a let's do a sleight of hand check.
19.
Jesus. Yeah, you manage to Leon watches you and is just like in amazement. Manage to quietly get up to him and just get it in there. You even have to kind of like shake it back and forth a little bit so it goes down onto his head, and you do it without even guy doesn't even twitch. He's out. He is sleeping. You hear just the tiniest like snore because he's kind of starting to get into that deeper sleep.
Leon's just there going, was really necessary at all? Couldn't it wait till morning?
Adalia just looks at him and she just nods vigorously. That is definitely super important.
All right, I'm not saying do that. Just, I mean, and to sleep. Well, either way.
She just shrugs and then she goes to bed.
So as she falls asleep, Leon, you focus a little more on watching.
Yep.
1 hour goes by. 2 hours go by. 3 hours. Your eyes are starting to get a like, oh, I could use a nap. About 10-15 minutes after that 3 hour mark, please make a perception check.
$15.
Okay, give me just. You, Leon, looking off. I'll move us over to the map. It's kind of the setup you guys are in right now. Leon, I probably be more like more kind of in that frontal area. I just placed these here. I didn't have them in any particular order. As you're kind of watching, you notice about 25-30 feet. What you can see hulking shape quietly, but not as stealthy as it thinks it is, moving towards you. And to the left and right of it, you see two additional hulking shapes that look exactly the same.
As soon as he does that, Leon's gonna get up and swift kick Quillen.
Okay.
Just to straight immediately go what, and then just kind of like in the leg, just goes a swift kick as he has his sword and dagger out, facing in that direction. Quillen, wake up!
From the lotus position, I immediately stand up, sword drawn, brandishing it towards Leon. What is Leon?
Don't look at me. Yeah, we got visitors.
You hear this. And Leon, you look back over, and they've gotten close enough now that you can tell that this is a, I guess, quote unquote, pack. That's not the right word to use, but a pack, what I'm going to use, of owl bears. And they are coming at you. So I need everyone to roll initiative.
Shit. As a quick thing, could I have grabbed one of the logs out of the fire and thrown it right in front of one of them?
Okay, what are you trying to accomplish?
No, just to throw a thing of fire, because I know sometimes if you throw a thing of fire, it'll prevent like they'll eventually walk around it, but kind of like catch them off unawares. Like there's a fire thing, they're like, stop for a second,
Intimidation.
fire. Not so much intimidate. Well, I guess
So,
intimidation.
well,
Just
at
to
this point, right, it's been about 3 hours. Were you keeping that fire like hard on going, or did you just kind of keep it
it's
at
more
a
it's
like
more like cinders, but even
cinders?
still, like with the cinders, as soon as he throws it and it hits the ground, it would puff up
Oh yeah, no,
for
that's
like a
fine.
split second. Yeah.
Just wondering what we're working with here. So, yeah, sure. Before initiative, yeah, you take kind of like an almost burnt away piece of log, um, lift it and you just chuck it. You can kind of see it glow a little bit in the air as it plops down, poof, and the
Right in
uh,
front of the first owlbear. This one
yep, it kind of briefly
right
lights
there.
the owl bear up, and it goes, and it kind of hesitates and stops where it's at, and initiative.
You know, Leon's gonna be like, get the rest of them up, and then yeah.
That will happen in the initiative order.
Ooh, actually got a pretty decent initiative.
Right, Myra 13, Quellen, you update yours?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got mine.
and Adelia.
Dunzo.
Sweet. Let's see. We'll do the owlbears. Normally, when I have multiple of the same creature, I would do one initiative. But I think given that these are large creatures, it would make more sense to have them, and they're fairly powerful. I'm thinking it'll make more sense for the three of them to have their own initiative. So, I mean, I'm going to do that. I need to do a quick one. Not so good.
Oh, it's so much better not having the turn order thing take up half.
I didn't realize it did. I'm sorry, buddy. Are you able to reshape
No,
it
it's just
yourself, or does it follow the shape I give it?
of what the. No, I could customize it
Okay, good.
now, but not on the phone. The phone, it's a fixed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. Initiative is rolled. Top of the round is the owlbear that you threw the log at. He kind of moves forward a little bit. But he doesn't quite go beyond these rocks. Like he's kind of hesitant to leave his pack mates with him. So he will here. Adelia, you're up.
Can I wake up?
So that's a good point. I forgot that you're sleepy right now. I'm gonna say not enough noise has been made yet. So same for Alec.
Snores.
Yep, we're fucking passed out right now. Quellen, you're up.
Quillen is actually going to move backwards 10 feet, sending Quills forward, and he's going to use the help action for me to take a shot with my longbow as I quickly yell, "Everyone up! owlbears, and I will make an attack with my longbow with advantage.
So,
Go ahead.
so as you move Quills in, the owlbear waiting, it kind of reacts to Quills coming towards him and getting into his face to distract, and it kind of makes a swipe at him.
No, not Quill.
That is a 18 to hit. I believe
My Quills.
does hit Quills, and if he takes any even 1 point of damage, he goes down.
Yeah, so Leon would see Quills get hit by this owlbear and literally just disappear in a puff of and radiant light.
The owlbear just poof, like light sounds, because what are light sounds? Yeah, so Leon, you see Quills just go poof, gone. I will say the help action will still work. It's distracted enough, so whoever attacks it will get advantage on the next thing to attack it. So that still goes off, but Quills goes down.
All right, so that will give me overall 22 to
22 to hit.
yes.
Okay, and just for point of order, you're using the help action for yourself, correct? Since I believe
I
our running rule
did.
is the next thing to attack it. So if you're gonna attack it, you'll have to do it advantage.
Yeah, I did it with advantage. The first roll was a 16, the second one was 4, so yeah, I already used it.
Okay, I was just clarifying. So yeah, that does hit. What's your damage?
That's going to be a total of 14, 15, 17, 18 points.
And that was not with sneak attack, correct?
Oh, no, that was with sneak attack. My longbow by itself is just d8 plus 4, so yeah.
So what's the damage without sneak attack?
No sneak attack, it was 7, then the sneak attack was 11. So 18.
All right, thank you. All right, anything else for your turn other than yelling, "Everybody get up, owlbears"?
Yep, I moved back and I yelled, and I'm gonna hang out here.
All right, Leon, you're up. You hear Quellen,
Right.
"Everybody up, owlbears."
Yeah, he's gonna look back, make sure to are these like these rocks right here obstacles?
They are, yes.
So they can't like walk through them.
They cannot. They're high enough up
Alright.
that they cannot be walked through. They could be used as cover. They'll have to
All
make their
right.
way around.
And Liam's gonna make a note of that, and he's gonna impose himself right here. And
Okay.
then what he's gonna do is he's gonna go ahead. The owlbear sword. I'm just gonna go ahead and 20. I have a laptop and it's fun,
I'm sorry, you're
and
cutting
that's
out. What are you
plus
doing?
7. Oh, no, I'm using the roll 20 dice rolling because
Oh, nice.
I want to use the laptop. So I got a 14. That's with a plus 7 with the magical sword.
Okay. You know how to do the addition of your stuff, so it does it all in one for you?
No, I'm
Okay.
just adding it.
And that's
But yeah,
fine.
so that's a
Yeah, when you type
D8.
in the command, you can literally just do +7.
Yeah, well, I don't know to type in command. I'm just hitting it on the side. So, and I'm going to go ahead and do a pushing strike.
Okay.
So that's 2d8 for damage. And then plus 4? Plus 5. Got plus 5 to the damage, so that's 13. Makes a saving throw of 14.
That is a 16.
All right, so the saving throw.
Yep.
He's going to go ahead and go for a dagger strike. Follow up, doing a pushing attack. For damage, 8 for superiority, 4.
All right,
Plus
18.
4.
You
Yep.
rolled an 18 before adding your hit, so that'll hit. What's the D4 for?
The D4 is damage.
Okay.
for the dagger damage. The D8 is the superiority dice for another pushing attack.
Okay,
So that's 7 plus 4 damage. So that's another 11 damage to the owlbear. Another saving throw.
that is exactly a 13. Succeed.
Oh, wait. Is that 13 total? Because 14 is my D.
Nope, 13 total. Yeah. All right, he fails. I'm sorry.
All right.
For whatever reason, I completely. We literally just said 14 earlier, and I thought it was 13. Okay. How far
Yeah.
back does it push again?
15. Yeah, no, Leon just basically grabs the dagger. Once he stabs it into the shoulder, he starts to twist it to make it painful and just kind of like pushes his shoulder into it, forcing it to go back in the
It
direction.
kind of staggers. And falls back a little bit. It's friends, if you will. I'm gonna say friends. Kind of look and they flare. They kind of make flare nostril noises, but they
Yeah.
have beaks, so nothing actually flares.
Yeah, and Leon just kind of like gets low in a defensive stance. Ready. And that's my turn.
All right. Myra, as your turn is happening here, you are prone right now because you're laying down sleeping. So
I'd like to use half my movement to get up.
Yep.
And then I'd like to use my action, and I don't know if I could do this, the rest of my movement to get Adalia up so she can be ready.
Yeah, you can.
Because I really don't have a long distance action.
Sure, you
So
can use your action to like get her up so her movement isn't impaired come her turn.
yeah.
That's fine. Yep. So Dahlia kind of simultaneously, you kind of like, huh? And you've got short little Myra like, get up, come on, let's go, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Owlbears, there are owlbears. There's like, yeah. We need your bow. You are the best.
All right.
All right.
No one's ever gonna let us down.
Is that it for your turn?
And bonus action, I'm gonna. Who comes after me? I think it's Adalia's next. Okay, I'm gonna whisper, sing. You're the best.
Don't waste your inspiration on me. I still have some.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then go ahead. Well, you can add it to whatever you roll. Is the
Why
thing.
would you still have inspiration?
You gave it to me for RPing so great last
Oh,
time.
that inspiration. Sorry, I thought. Okay, I got you. My bad. I do remember that. I thought you were talking about bardic inspiration. So all right, owlbears are up. This one is gonna move. Yeah. Oh. On that. It just kind of moves. It sees the group behind Leon, and it's like, fuck you, I'm going around. Next up is the second owlbear is going to do the same thing.
Sorry, did you say these were owlbears or velociraptors?
They are owlbears, and they have 40 feet of movement. And you'll recall that we allow diagonal movement, so that's why they're able to move so far.
I'm just saying because they got like a pack tactics hunting going on here.
Pincer
I
maneuvers.
apparently made enough of a indent on one of them that they're like, "Fuck you!" I thought they were gonna straight pile drive me.
No, they're going for the group behind you. They see what you've done. Anyway, so the owlbear you pushed,
I thought they were dumber.
he comes back at you. So they are dumb, but they're not like straight up Riri. Like this is anyway. Whatever. So the owlbear comes up on you, Leon, and he makes an attack against you. That fell out. Let's try that again. Nope, that's gonna be a 9 to hit. So makes 2 attacks.
Misses.
So this one, it kind of goes after you with its beak, and you're able to kind of get back, hit it with the butt of your blade. It bounced the beak off. It goes to follow up with its claw and tries to get you with a 14 to hit, which will not succeed.
Again.
All right. Dahlia, you are standing. You are awake. What are you doing?
Quick observation of the field. She's gonna yell out, Quellen, take the one on the left. I'll take the one on the right. Myra, stay between us. And then she's gonna shoot that guy.
Right.
First attack does a 26 hit.
And you're hitting the one on the right, you said, right?
Correctamundo.
Correcto mundo. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, that does 7 damage, and then I will use my beautiful Drain Ambusher feat to strike again. That is another 26 to hit. For 13 damage.
And what's your total damage that you did? I was doing something, so I
Sorry, total 20.
total damage, both attacks altogether 20 damage,
Yes, sir.
right? And both attacks did hit, so 20 damage. No headshots this time, but just clean hits kind of in the shoulder area, one in the leg. Bleeding a little bit, but not going down. Still ready to come at you. Is that it for your turn?
She yells back, but yes.
Wait, what?
Well, it makes its yelling noises at being hit, and then, growls, and then she just yells back, like, come at me, bro!
All right. Now we have Alec's turn. Alec, having heard the commotion, now he gets up. Okay. He stands up, uses half of his movement to get up. He kind of assesses the situation. And he ends up saying, I put it, hold on. Well, please bring over what I needed. I interrupted my flow. No, it's not sound as cool.
You don't think those do-to-do-to-dos were cool?
Oh. Map down. Sorry, guys. That guy. Kind of points kind of in the corner where this this one is. And he says Ferno, let's go. You guys see just this like slight flash and then this red glow, and all of a sudden like a little explosion that spreads out from that point about 10 feet. Let's see what it is. I'm using, well, I won't tell you right now. Ask later. But it's a new thing, so you have to give me a second here. I apologize. The owlbear needs to make a dexterity saving throw. He's gonna succeed. A 18. Yep, so it succeeds. Where's my dice? Owlbear's gonna take 13 points of fire damage. So you guys see him say that, right? He says, Ferno, let's go. And you see that little explosion, and then you see this this small looking elemental kind of sitting there, letting off a dim glow, glowing the area it's in about 5 feet around, putting some glow onto the owlbear. And then as he calls it out, you see then a fireball, like a mini fireball, form in his hand, and he launches it at that same owlbear. That is 7 fire damage. All right, let's do this. And Quellen, you're up. Sorry. Needing to manage monsters and a character. All right.
That's quite the neat trick there, Alec. And Adelia, I appreciate your vigor, but might I recommend we actually focus fire one for God's sakes, as I take a shot at the one next to Leon. That's no good. 9.
9 misses, unfortunately. As you fire, it kind of like passes. You almost hit Leon, but you miss.
I don't think Leon would have noticed.
Yeah. Nah, again, I just yell out, these things are tougher than they look. Bring one down before we start splitting our damage, and then I'll use my bonus action to... I'll use my movement to actually move back 10 feet and attempt to hide in the dim light.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say what?
I moved back 10 feet in bonus action, cunning action to hide.
What are you hiding behind?
I'm just hiding in the dim light and hoping that the grass is enough to hide me.
Okay, fair enough. Make a stealth roll.
15.
Fair enough.
That's it, though.
All right. Leon, you're up, buddy. You got this owlbear standing right in front of you.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna do the same thing. Long sword first. D20 plus 7. That's a 10. Do I have any inspiration? I think I do right now. No, I don't think. So that's 10 on the long sword. I'm pretty sure that's a miss.
A 10 will miss, unfortunately.
All right. Dagger. For my bonus action. Nat 20.
Oh, there you go. Real nice. Yeah, I like it.
All right. D4. And this is another pushing attack. So D4 on the dice. And then a D8 for 9 for 18 points of damage plus 4. So 22 points of damage on the dagger.
All right. Let's do the strength throw. That's a natural 20 on the strength throw.
Well, he stays in place.
So he stays in place and he takes
22.
22. Thank you. Sorry. 22 points of damage. He's looking hurt. Not rough. Not looking like he's going down anytime soon. He's still ready to fight. But
Right.
you gave him a real deep cut there.
And then action surge, long sword strike.
Okay. Holy shit! Look at you. That's another nat 20.
And then a final superiority die for tripping attack, I guess.
Okay.
So 2d8 plus 5 damage. Oh, so 17 points of damage. I actually rolled low on that.
17 points of damage. This is a tripping attack. Still a strength save, correct?
Yeah, still a strength save.
That is 12. It does not save on
Yeah,
that.
so I get it right in the leg and it goes down.
It is prone, correct?
Yep.
Right. It kind of falls because, granted, these are four-legged creatures, so it just kind of like falls to its knees. And it's looking real rough now. Myra, you're up.
I'm gonna, because I've been standing next to Adelia, holding on to Adelia, I'm gonna squeeze her and say, "I'm sorry, but I gotta do something." And I'm gonna run 10 feet up right to here, and then I'm gonna clap my hands and cast Thunder Wave at first level.
Okay.
And didn't mean to do it twice. And how do you do that one again? Sorry. It's an attack save Constitution 14.
Con 14. Very well. Let's see if bad boys. Get over here, dice. Too much of you. That is a 15. It just saves.
Oh, all right. With my bonus act,
What's
I still have.
What's the damage on that, or is it no damage if it saves?
Oh, I did. I think it just takes half damage, so that's 8, so 4.
4 points of damage. Okay, and bonus action, what?
Bonus action. I'm just going to use the rest of my movement because that was 5, 10, 15, 20 to come back to Adalia.
Ah! Bam! Ah!
Ah! Run away! All right, and then I'm going to sing to Quellen and say, "To thine own self be true. You could just do you." Trying to quote Shakespeare doesn't work too well. All right. And give him bardic inspiration, so he can add
From
that.
the bard himself.
Yep, from the bard himself, the greatest of all bards. So you can,
All right.
again, you can add it to ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws. 1d6, 10 minutes. You can roll your dice and go, oh, I'm going to add a d6 to it. But you can't do it before knowing the outcome or whatever.
Got it.
All right. Owlbear 3 is up.
It's funny, you tried separating the owlbears, they're all pretty much right next to each other.
They're what?
You tried separating the owlbears, but they're all right next to each other.
Not sure what you mean, but okay.
In the turn order.
In the turn order, yeah.
Oh, right. I tried. All right, so the owlbear, super pissed that this fucking fiery thing just blew up and burned it, makes an attack against Furno. That's a 9 to hit. Which does not hit. Correct, it does not. Follows up with its second attack for a 21. That will kill him. That is 1, 2, 3. No, I'm just kidding. 13 points of slashing damage. Furno kind of. Not that Furno makes any noises. It's a freaking elemental, and it's just like. It's light, very dim now. Still up, but looking real hurt. And the next owlbear moves in, having just gotten this thunder wave and its ears practically bleeding. It comes charging right after Myra. There, and it makes an attack against Myra. That is.
Can I reaction?
Were you holding your action for something?
No, reaction.
Right. Okay, what's your reaction? What are you trying to do?
Oh, I was just asking, but then
You can do a reaction if you have maybe a spell or something.
does cutting word work on these things?
Let me take a look. Sorry, the reason I was like, wait, huh? Reaction? You didn't hold your action for anything, so I was confused.
No,
I apologize.
sorry.
Reaction. Cutting word.
Did it roll yet? Because you can use that after the roll.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Wait for it
I just
to
had to read it.
Yeah, wait for it to attack first. See if it misses naturally first. If it doesn't, then if it's what was it? Your bardic
Yes.
inspiration's a D6 right now.
Yeah, D6.
Cutting word will work against this.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it rolls higher than 6 on the attack dice, it's not worth cutting words at.
So that first attack was a 23 to hit.
That hits, and I'm gonna cutting words. I'm gonna cutting words to take it down. I'm gonna say
Can you use it on the damage or?
Yeah, your armor class is lower than
okay. So
17. Isn't it?
would
So
yeah. So
yeah,
it'd be
let me.
better to do it on my damage.
I'll read out cutting words real quick so you understand the ability.
Okay.
When a creature within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, you can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration. Roll your dice, and you subtract the number from that creature's roll. You can do so after the roll. But before knowing the result.
Okay. I'll save my bardic inspiration to help the others. I'll just take the attack.
Okay.
You can also save it for the next one again if its roll is less than 6 above your AC, because then you actually have
Okay.
a chance.
Okay.
You take 14 points of piercing damage,
Woof.
and then it follows up with its second attack. Already used your reaction, so that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Take
I was gonna say, yeah, Myra, with that one, since that one's 18 and you rolled, you might be able to make that one miss, but the 23 was going to hit regardless.
Right.
excuse me, you didn't use your reaction. Want to use well, you already know the result, so I won't tell you the damage if you want to use it now.
Yeah, I'll
Forgive
just
the dog noises.
forgiven. I'll just scream at it and do cutting word. Ah!
Go ahead and roll your d6 and let me know the result, please.
Big money.
5.
5. You take 8 points of slashing damage.
I am down.
Well, the
It takes
5
it off
gets
the
subtracted
roll.
from the attack roll, so that would put the attack roll down to 13, right?
I've already revealed the result of the attack roll, so she can't use it on that. I hadn't revealed the result of the damage roll. It's the only thing she can use it on right now.
Yep. So I
But
am
it only works
down.
for attack rolls, I thought.
It works
I
for
don't
attack
think you
roll,
can move.
ability
Well,
check, and damage rolls.
if I already knew the outcome of the
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't read that. Sorry.
Yep, so she can roll it after the roll, but before knowing the result of said roll.
yeah.
And since I had already said it, she can use it on the damage roll, which she did. So she still takes her 8 points. So you are down right now. And it just
Yep.
it hits you with its beak, and you're like, ah! And then it follows up and just wham, like hits you and knocks you into the ground and unconscious with its big old claw. And then that will end its turn. And then the first owlbear, looking real hurt, out of anger, just stands up, spends half of its movement to get up, and then swings at you, Leon.
Yep.
That is a 17.
That misses.
Okay, follow up second attack. That is a 9.
It misses again.
Again, it's despair over the fact that it's bleeding out right now. It tries to swing at you a couple times and poke you with its beak, and just no dice. You're too quick. You're ready to finish this thing off. Adalia, it is your turn.
Delia is in melee range, so she's gonna try to stab.
Stabby stab time. Go for it.
I lied, because I'm pretty confident a 12 does not hit.
A 12 just misses.
Son of a biscuit.
Anything else for your attack? Or if you just have your one-handed weapon out, yeah?
Correct.
Figure.
Oh, she can't really do
Scimitar.
much else.
Okay.
Scimitar.
All right. Alex up. Alec, hearing Myra go down, kind of whips around. Says, "I've got you. and he casts probably one of the most broken spells in the game. At your location, he casts Healing Spirit. You
Uh-oh.
heal 5 points of damage. You are no longer unconscious. This is magical healing, so it brings you back. But you are prone. Get you right away here. And yeah, you're healed. You're healed 6 right now. And then he goes. He looks at the owlbear kind of standing in front of you guys. Gosh, what was the rule on casting spells? Isn't it you can do?
If you do one, it was like if it was a level 1 spell as a bonus action, I think you can do a cantrip at best.
Yeah, I was gonna say this was a level 2 bonus action, so I'll say he can't cast another spell for an action. He kind of moves up at the owlbear, takes his quarterstaff, and just crack makes an attack roll against it. That is 15 to hit, which will hit. That is, oh god, I rolled a 1. That is 4 points of bludgeoning damage to the owlbear. All right. Quellen, you are up. And for those of you who might be wondering, Furno acts on Alec's initiative after his turn, but he can only do certain things if Alec has certain things bonus actions. On something else, Furno can do nothing. So Quellen, you're up.
Okay, I am 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. From here, I'm going to try to get a better angle at the owlbear that's with Leon, and I'm going to attempt to take that one out.
Definitely.
20.
20
No.
hits. Well, 29 hits.
All right. Good damage. 21.
21 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
I'm really
Just,
mad at you right now, Antero. I am very mad at you right now.
Kill stealing, arrow straight into the beak as it's roaring at Leon, and I'll yell out to Leon, Leon, could use your help back here. There's another one. It's looking pissed, and Myra's not looking.
All right.
So
Bonus
you do it.
action, hide in the bushes.
Okay. Just make a stealth roll for me, and I will make note of it.
27.
Thank you. All right, Leon, as your turn comes up here, you see you're getting ready to just go and finish this thing off, and you see an arrow fly by your head and just right into the mouth as it's yelling at you, and it just topples over dead. You whip around, and I will assume, correct me if I'm wrong, Quellen, you can see Quellen with your dark vision. He's just got this smirk on his face.
Not a smirk. I'm all business right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Leon, after being told what's happening, he'll see the one behind him.
Yeah, you see him for half a second before he hides in the bushes.
All right, he sees that, and let's see. So immediately runs over. So no, in order to like jump on its back, would I have to grapple it, or can I like jump on its back and start attacking?
This is a large creature. I'm gonna say you need to grapple it before you can climb on it. This is a big creature.
Well, I'm gonna try and get its attention by hurting it really bad because I can do it at advantage.
Yes, this is
Right.
considered flanking
So,
because of Myra, who is up. Granted, prone, still advantage.
yep. So yeah, no. So 2d20s for my longsword, plus 7, the 14, so 21.
21 will hit.
Plus 5, so 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yep. And then for the dagger, for total. So that's with a +6, so 18.
An 18 will hit.
So 7 more damage.
7 damage. Just
And really trying to dig in the attacks in on the owlbear, trying to get its attention on.
okay. All right. Myra, having just had the shit knocked out of you by this thing's big ass claw, feel that healing energy as your turn starts here. You feel an additional 5 points.
Ooh, okay. An additional 5.
Yep. You should be at 11 hit points right now. You are up. Well, you're prone. Conscious. What are you doing?
All right. I am going to take my movement and stand up, half my movement and stand up, and then I'm gonna if I want to cast Thunderclap at this guy and not hit Adelia or Alec. So can I like clap my hands and like rush to it? And
Yes,
or
you
will it
can.
still get them?
It
Will
will
it
not
still
get
get them?
them. It is
Okay.
just a 5-foot like range of
Right.
area. So
Yeah.
it's not a cube. So you can target him specifically and will hurt him only.
Okay. Constitution 14.
Okay. I think this might be a failure here. What's the con again? Their con is that's an 11. It will fail.
Woohoo! It's 1d6 of damage. Damn it! 1.
Aw.
Okay, that's my turn.
So in that weakened state, you're kind of like, ah, and the owlbear's just like, ah, like everybody hears the thunderclap, but it's like it just sounds like a regular thunderstorm thunder. It's nothing like ear piercing.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right. So this owlbear, still super pissed about this this fire guy, attacks Furno for a 9. That's a 9, so 15 to hit, which will hit. And as the owlbear slaps Inferno with its beak first, then claw. It goes and it bites down on Inferno with its beak, and Inferno snuffs out. It's just like, and he's gone.
No, not Inferno. We've lost
Alec
too
looks
many.
around. Damn it! Turns back around and is like looking around like shit. So that's its first attack, and then it moves towards Alec.
Uh-oh.
And it will use its follow-up second attack against Alec. For a 21 to hit, Alec takes. Alec takes 17 points of slashing damage.
Holy jamoly, Jesus.
Owlbears, dude. Alec, tears into his leather armor, and it's just like, you son of a bitch, this shit's expensive. That'll be that owlbear's turn.
Better break out that mending spell.
This one, seeing that Myra stood back up and it's surrounded, it's like freaking out. It just doesn't know what to do. So let's see.
Fight me!
Son of a bitch, really? So I assigned Leon 1 and 2, Adelia 3 and 4, Myra 5, Alex 6. Rolled a fucking 5. So he's
Oh,
attacking
damn.
you, Myra. For a natural 17 to hit. Shit! I should have waited to tell you the result. I'm sorry. That's my fault. If you want to use it, you can.
That's a natural 17
Yeah.
plus 6. Yeah, no, you're not going to be able to pull that
Yeah,
back.
no.
So it's going to do damage. It does just enough damage to knock you back out. 11.
Okay. Ugh.
And it will follow up with a second attack.
On her? Oh
No,
no.
no,
Scrum.
excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ooh, no. Wow. Okay, I apologize. So
It's not gonna attack the thing that bit it in the ass like twice?
it's actually going
Really?
to attack you now. It just decided. It's
Yes!
freaking out right now. Um, so it attacks you, Leon, with its second attack. Claws. For a whopping 14.
Nope.
Right. So that's its turn. Adelia, you're up.
Can I grab Myra and disengage?
So, can, but the way Healing Spirit works is it heals the character every time they start their turn in its aura. And it's a 5-foot aura. So she's going to heal again.
Is it a concentration?
It is a concentration. Thank you for that reminder. I did not make my concentration check. Do that real quick. 17 Constitution. Oh, nice. That's a natural 18. So he does save. The spell remains.
It would have been half damage, so your DC would have been 10.
Either way, it's fine. So the spell
It's the same.
continues.
Can Adelia disengage?
Absolutely. That will be your action. I don't believe you, as a ranger, have that as a bonus action.
Correct. I don't have anything like that. But as a bonus action, I will mark this one as. Actually, no. I will mark this one as my query.
The one in front of Myra, right?
No, I'm going to do the one behind Alec because I'm pretty sure Leon's going to kill that owl bear here soon.
Leon's got mad skills, yo.
I'm believing in him.
All right. Now that it's Alec's turn, give me just a moment, please. Leon, you said it was or Mighty, you said it's a DC 10.
Yeah, so what
It's
for
half damage
concentration,
or
you
DC 10.
whichever is higher. Yeah,
Okay,
so if you would have taken 22 damage, the DC would have been 11.
got it. All right, I was just double checking that just to make sure that I understood correctly. So thank you. All right. Not that he's been attacked yet. So Alec, um, realizing that he just got really slashed pretty good in the back, he ends up. All right, y'all want to be big? I'll be big too. And Leon, you see him like start to shift a little bit, and he turns into a black bear. I'll pull that stat block.
See, now it puts me in a situation.
Black bear, thank you. It is a medium beast. Okay, so he's a black bear. I don't have a black bear token. So he shifts into this black bear. And he immediately looks at the beast in front of Myra and swipes at it. That is a 13 to hit, which defender wins against the creature. Follows up with the claws for, a 17. Which is a whopping 6 points of damage. In this brief, well, we'll get to it. Takes 6 points of damage. And then Alex sits there at the ready. Quellen, you're up. Any
Did
reactions?
myself.
Any reactions to Alex shapeshifting?
Oh, me personally, no. My parents were druid. But did my 27 successfully make me hide from the panicking owl?
You are considered hidden right now. The panicking owl is panicking, so it's not actively trying to find you. So no, you're hidden for sure.
Alright, then I'll just go ahead and make a longbow attack at the panicking owlbear in front of Lady Myra. Cocked one. Not great.
Sorry, you cut out there.
For some reason, that always happens. 14 to hit.
A 14 just hits.
Hey, okay. 16 total.
16 total damage. All right. Your arrow lands true. Not a headshot in the fashion that is Adelia. The owlbear is looking hurt, but still ready to rumble. It's ready to throw some freaking claws onto Myra. Dinner time.
Bonus action, hide again.
All right, just go ahead and roll that stealth check for me, just in case. Like that. And then Leon, you'll be up. Leon, any reaction to Alex shapeshifting?
No, he just kind of whispers to himself, like, "God damn son of a bitch! He's one of them." He's gonna like I said, it puts me in a situation. I don't know what Leon would do here. First things first though, the owlbear in front of him, he'll deal with Alec later. See, I would circle around to get advantage, but Leon doesn't see Alec as an ally right now. Shit. What he will do, 4, 5, 6, circle all the way around. Get really close to Lady Mara and
You see like this
as different.
glow kind of above her, this like yellow glow just kind of floating there.
Mhm.
When you that first initial look at it, you think you see like the tiniest of looking like fairy looking creature, but you think it's just a trick of
Um,
your eyes.
yeah, no, and then he's gonna attack the owlbear to get it off Mara. So long sword. 14 plus 7, so 21.
Yes, sir. That'll hit.
Damn it. So that's 6 points of damage.
Ripperoni. All right, 6 damage.
All right, and then dagger.
Okay.
12 plus 6, so 18.
18 will hit.
That's another 6 damage.
Quick attacks. Still standing. Looking a little rough, but still standing. Growling. And then you feel like a foot kind of hit yours, Leon, as you look over real quick and you see Myra as she heals 2 points of damage. Myra, you are back, prone, no longer dying.
Yeah, no, at that point, if I turn and been like, get out of here, as you soon see your hits up.
I'm gonna stand up and and uh I'm gonna pull my rapier and I'm gonna say, "Goonies never say die!" and attack the owlbear in front of me.
All right, make an attack roll.
17 plus rapier. Where's rapier? 5, so
23, 22 to hit.
22, yeah.
That'll do it.
All right, and that is 1d8 plus 3. It gets 5 points of damage.
So you out of frustration, in a completely weakened state, you just and say what you said. But the owlbear is still standing. There's definitely a cut in the leg, but it is ready. It's still ready to go. It's labored breathing though. Anything else for your turn?
Looks like Alex is about to get wrecked.
Right. Was that anything else for your turn, Myra? Talking, we can't hear you.
I will give inspiration to Alec. Go, big teddy bear!
You're giving him an inspiration point or bardic inspiration?
I'm giving him bardic inspiration.
All right, thank you. All right. So next up we have Owlbear 3, and just seeing that bear next to him, fuck this, and swings at him. And because both owlbears are on each side of Alec, he has advantage.
Yep.
DM kills his own damn character.
Hey, you could have had them all attack me, but no. You had to give them a brain.
The 19. So the 19. Yes. Okay. That is 9 points of damage. Concentration check. Ooh. That fey-looking spirit you see next to you, Myra, as Alec gets hit, poofs out of existence.
Aww.
It makes its follow-up second attack. Oh, fuck me. 26 to hit.
Why can't you roll like that against Leon? I have the HP
I know,
to
right?
survive this.
I know. Gotta ruffle stomp you, buddy.
I want you to. I don't want other people getting hit. Hit me.
Alec takes 12 points of damage. As the owlbear follows up with its claw and just slashes across Alec's chest, you see him kind of rise a little bit in the air in the bear shape. And he lands back down. He lands on the ground, standing, but he's Alec once more. And that'll be that owlbear. The one that Leon has been pestering along with Myra attacks Leon.
Thank you. Hit me.
And attacks Leon with a 24.
That would hit.
Very well. Take 12 points of piercing damage? Yes, because this is the beat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack. That's going to be a 19.
Reaction. Defensive duelist.
Very well. It looks promising as that claw is coming, and you're just like, get your dagger up in time and like poke it in the paw, so it's like that hurt. So it doesn't actually hit you.
Yep.
And then we are top of the round. Adelia, you're up.
I'm shooting the dude for 10 points of damage. I rolled a 21 to hit.
A 21 will hit.
Yep, 10 points of damage in the face.
How do you want to kill this owlbear?
Oh, thank God, I killed something, finally.
Boom! Headshot!
Yep, the huge, one of the soft, squishy parts. If it opens its mouth, get it in the eye, something. In the face.
Boom, headshot. Once again, just like the other one, you blast this one. Or no, the other one was Quellen, excuse me. Matching Quellen because you're kind of like, look at him, he's kind of good like me, but not as great. You blast it right in the mouth, and it topples over and dies in front of Leon and Myra and Alec. Anything else for
That's
your
the
turn?
wrong owl bear, dear DM. That's the wrong one.
Oh, that's the one I thought you were attacking. I'm sorry. Of course you're attacking the one with your fucking mark. I'm a dumbass.
It's okay.
How much damage did you do again?
10. Guys, the other owl bear is almost dead.
Yep.
Yeah, freaking Quellen's gonna kill steal this one from me too.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
I've been focus firing whatever everybody.
But that
No, I know.
owlbear, the actual owlbear that you attack, still very much standing and ready for a fight. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Alright, Alec is up. Alec freaking out at the fact that he's like in between both of these fucking creatures. He is going to
He's
move.
between an owl and a sharp place. That's where he's stuck.
He really is.
He could cycle down one and get himself out of advantage. Or out of a
Still being attack range. Move down, so he's out of the advantage. And then he's gonna spin. He takes his quarterstaff and spins it, says an incantation, and slams it on the ground, and you just see it like this light kind of go up the staff. He cast Shillelagh, I think is how you say it.
shillelagh or yeah.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. And then he's going to take that now magic imbued weapon, quarterstaff, and he's gonna crack right on the owlbear in front of Myra. That is going to be natural 18 to hit, so that'll hit. And that is for a total of 10 points of damage. DM, how do you want to do this? Well, if you want to do it, no, just kidding. And his like freak outness, Alec, like because he's really hurting, he just crack. You see the magic energy like make contact, like as it makes contact with the beak or the face of the owlbear. That magic energy just kind of like impacts, and like you see it kind of like spread out, and the owlbear just head whip backs and snaps its neck, falls over and dies.
Yep.
And then that is Alec's turn. So Quellen.
Does a 24 make me hidden from the other owl?
Indeed.
In that case, with a longbow, I rolled a 21.
That'll hit.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. All right. Still standing.
Bonus action high.
Roll that stealth check for me, please.
Nah, I guess I can use my bark inspiration since it's gonna wear off anyway. Okay, so, 14 that time.
All right, thank you.
But that's it for me.
All right, Leon, buddy, you're up.
All right. Yeah, it's just situation. Again, not seeing it with that later. He will circle the owlbear over here. He's gonna give it a double wham. Sword. That misses. A dagger. That misses.
How much is your total?
It would be +6, so 12.
Yep, that'll miss.
Yep, and it's his turn. I've been doing so well up until this point. He's very tired. He hasn't gone to sleep yet, guys.
Exactly, exactly. He needs to rest up. Myra, you are up.
Well, I am going to heal myself with cure wounds, and it's 1d8 plus 4. 6. All right. Oh wait, I can't do that. I'm out, ain't I?
No, you're up. You have 2 HP.
Oh, I have 2 HP. Okay.
Or 2 health, whatever. Hit point.
All right, and then also 6, so that's 8.
Or as it used to be called in classic D&D, heroic points.
Oh, interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Why is it my apply changes? Okay. And then I'm going to who else is hurt? Do I want to look around and see, is Alex is hurt or is Leon hurt? Who's hurt worse?
It's gonna be
Alec.
Alec.
Alec, I'm gonna do I'm gonna bonus action sorry, healing word. 1d4 plus 4. 7 points. Alec gets 7 points healing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my movement to, sorry, run back to Adelia right here.
All right. You said 7 for Alex healing.
Yeah.
Just confirming that would be okay. And I always get confused on double spells unless it's like a cantrip and then a bonus action spell. I know that's fine, but the other way around when it's 2 spells always gets me. So I was just double checking. All right. So the owlbear is up. Having not like felt anything that Leon did, just kind of because Leon missed and like kind of bounced off the hide of the creature. Yeah, it swings at Alec.
I tried.
It's okay. That's gonna be a
I-
natural 18, so that'll hit. For of course, max damage. 15 points of damage. Alec, as the beak pierces his armor and kind of gets right into the chest. Follows up with its second attack, which is a 13, which will miss. As it comes in with the claw, Alec manages to kind of bat it out of the way with his staff, and then puts his staff and is like leaning on it, bleeding heavily. Oh, this hurts. And then that's its turn. Adelia, you're up.
Adelia's gonna do as Adelia does with a 16
A 16 will hit.
for 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. All right, your arrow lands true. The owlbear's looking damaged, but not out. Down, but not out, as they say. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, but she's gonna tell Alec to come back to her.
Come back to her.
Yeah, basically just gonna yell at him to get over here.
Yeah. All right. Alex up. Hurting. He's going to take the disengage action and actually listen to Adelia yelling at him. Alec, get over here. They move. And then he will use his bonus action to do nothing. Because he does not have a bonus action healing spell. like I thought he did. So that will be Alec's turn. Quellen, you're up.
Was the 14 good enough to hide?
You rolled a 14 to hit.
I know it's a 14 to hide in the bushes. Just seeing if I can actually be unseen or not.
Yes, it is just enough. It does not see you.
Okay, in that case, it is a 21 to hit
That'll hit.
with not as good that time. 14 points of
14 points. All right. Again, that hit, it looked like it hurt, but it's not quite out yet.
and I bonus action hide again. 18.
Alrighty. Leon, you're up, buddy.
Seeing Alec back away slowly, but seeing that there's nothing girls and the bear, you can get right up in front of it, strike at it. Sword.
Okay.
Big money. Mother function 12.
That just misses.
Dagger 6 12 again. Mother.
I have no
That's what I get for double 20s in a turn.
I know,
Go.
right? All right. Myra, you're up. Alec and you are looking like the squishy people of the group.
All right. Well, let's be casting some forgive the screams of children. If you hear them. Let's do I'm going to do Alec 5, 10, 15 right here and do cure wounds. So 1d8.
Okay.
And he gets 9 points of healing.
Energy kind of washes over him and kind of closes up some of where that torn up armor is. He just looks and says, "Thank you."
You're very welcome. So where do these alba bears come from? That's just crazy. And I'm gonna say, "Go, Leon! Here's a bardic point. You add a d6 to something."
Might
All
need
right.
that, apparently.
Right. The owlbear is up, seeing Leon squaring up with him. He attacks Leon.
Bring it.
That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
That hits. Highest I can go is 20.
That is 12 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
Follows up with the claw attack for a 19.
Reaction.
All right. Comes in with the claw. Kind of again, you just kind of quickly stab that claw, so it kind of jerks jerks it back, so it doesn't make contact with you. And Adalia, it is your turn, top of the round.
Lovely. Does a 14 hit
14 just hits.
for a beautiful 16 damage?
Hey, Adalia,
Hey.
how do you want to
dear.
do this?
Can I do it like I said earlier, but to the correct owl bear?
Yes, of course. So you fire as it kind of yells at Leon for poking its paw and stopping that attack, and your arrow just Dunsky. Combat has concluded.
She is going to immediately turn and slap Alec with another cure wound.
As soon as that.
I thought she was just gonna slap him.
No. So D10 for a quick second wind. plus my level, so I gain 11 back.
How much does Alec get back, Adelia?
Another 10.
All right, but Leon's gonna turn around, sword pointed directly at Alec. Everyone, get away from him right now.
I'm
Leon,
gonna
what do you
stand in.
say?
I'm gonna stand in front of him and say, "He was a bear for." Wait, was I awake during the time he was a bear?
I think you were briefly awake, yes.
Leon, he's a
What?
druid. Druids
What
can
the?
turn into. Hey, listen. Before you say "what the fuck" again, it's okay. He's
What
a
do you mean it's
druid.
okay? He's
It's
shifted
part of
right in
his
front of me.
It's part of his magic. And I'm gonna walk up to him and touch his arm. Thank you. You put yourself in the line in danger so much, and I want to thank you. But just know
But
that Alec is on our team. A druid has the magic to transform into bears
so
or
he has
any
the same
animal
kind
he
of
wants.
magic of the exact same things we're trying to keep away from, right? Is that what
Mm,
you're telling me?
no, the shapeshifter person, I think, is what you're trying to talk about, is not the same thing as a druid. Alec can't transform into humanoid creatures. He can only transform into animals. Correct, Alec?
Alec kind of looks and says, Leon, remember, my power comes from nature. And besides,
Yeah, but I know
right?
I can't be the only one freaking out about this, am I?
I think you might be. Adelia's grandmother was a druid, and she saw those kind of things all the time. And Quellen, wherever Quellen is, he's been around for so long that he knows these types of things.
But still, I mean, come on. I mean, it can't be
You're
coincident that we're hunting them and then there's a shifter right in front of me.
He's not a shifter. He's a druid. Like that elemental he made appear. Or why did he, if he wanted us dead, why did he heal me?
I don't know what his end game. You know what? Fine. Just keep him away from me for a bit. As he walks away and he kicks one of the owlbears as he leaves. And by the way, we got chicken for breakfast. Just walks off.
He is right. We do
Alec,
have chicken.
Alec looks around. He's like, guys, where's Quellen?
He's sneaky.
Oh. Well, that was kind of crazy. Alec, he looks around. There's a freaking owlbear, like, laying all over everybody's stuff because it came right into camp. I'll bring it back out. There we go. Just kind of looking around. Is like, how are we supposed to sleep now?
Just then, from the bushes, you see a faint glow and you hear some murmurings. As question actually, do I have a brass brazier, like a portable one, to cast my familiar? I never asked for one, but presume I should have.
If it doesn't have a monetary value, like five a brazier worth 5 gold,
It
typically
doesn't
it's
matter. It says it has to be consumed by a brass brazier. Normally, people purchase one that's portable, but I didn't actually ever ask for one. So, just kind of asking if I can have had one at some point.
So I'm fine with assuming that you have all components that don't cost money. But if you have a component that costs money, then my expectation would be that you would carry some of it on you, spend that money. Now, being that I haven't made that clear before, it's fine to go ahead and resummon your familiar now. But in the future, you need 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal.
All right. So, yeah, as I was saying, from the bushes off to the eastern side, you see this kind of faint glow as this kind of small glowing fire starts to burn, and you hear some strange incantation as Quellen begins to focus on summoning his familiar, which will take an hour. Which will give me just enough time to finish my 4 hours trance after it's done.
All right. So you've kind of revealed yourself to us because we can see that glow and hear you. I think.
Yeah, he didn't say anything. He just started.
Yeah, it's Quellen back there. I'm gonna go lay down. I think I can literally taste those berries. I think they're coming up. So I'm just thank you for the heals, Myra. Appreciate you. And he just goes and he lays down like a few feet off of one of these owl bears. He just doesn't care. He's tired. He's hurting.
That's what Myra was going to do, is going to lay like on a owl bear because it looked comfortable.
How about you?
And
How about you, Adelia?
Well, she has no idea why there's glowing coming from the bushes, so she's going to investigate that first.
So Quellen just walked away, but you kind of go over, make an investigation check for me because he's still kind of hidden. So do it with advantage.
19.
19. Okay, yeah, you did. So you kind of start looking and you peek around the tree there and you see Quellen just sitting there muttering his incantation over this brass brazier as he's trying to claw something. Oh, I didn't. I thought you were like. My bad.
I had stepped up, but I heard Adelia saying she was going to invest.
But yeah, so you see him trying to summon something, Adelia.
Just to be safe, since he's concentrated on that and not the world around him, she's just gonna stick near him till he's.
Yeah, no. Would one of the bears be on top of Leon's things?
No, Leon, you're good.
All right, he would have grabbed his bag and gone up from the owlbear corpses.
So Alec and Myra have straight up fallen asleep. They're toasted. Who's keeping? Who's gonna keep watch?
I'm guessing Adelia and
Yep, probably just her.
So, Leon, you take your stuff and your rage and confusion and concern over the fact that a companion has just shapeshifted, and you go
Yep.
into an uneasy sleep. Quellen will have completed his summoning of Quills, who has returned to him.
he has a sword next to him, almost like a teddy bear, just getting close.
Quellen, knowing that he still needs to get at least another hour or so of his trance, goes leaves Adelia to do watch for the next hour or so, and then well, we'll find out what he does when he comes back. Adelia, you keep watch, and I will say that for the remainder of the evening, there is no trouble on the horizon. Um, Adelia, you make the connection that these owlbears may have been the reason why you weren't able to find something of hunting, like some meat and things like that.
Ah, yes, because there were other predators in the area.
So, everyone may mark off a long rest.
Back, sorry.
You're good. Go ahead and mark a long rest off. Everybody is rested. So, Quellen, you basically spent your hour summoning quills. You still needed to do at least an hour's worth of trance to get that rest. So you end up doing that while Adelia keeps watch. And then I believe, what do you do after you've tranced for an hour?
Well, recognizing that not everybody got a full night's rest, I'll just go ahead and take watch for the rest of the.
Okay. So
That way,
Adelia,
everybody can sleep.
yep. So Adelia, after an hour or so, he wakes up and relieves you of watch, so that you can get some rest. And then, um, approximately 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours go by. And Leon, or not Leon, but Quellen, you see just the tiniest hints of the sun's light starting to light up the sky. Hasn't quite come over the horizon, but you can tell it is morning.
Okay, as it becomes morning, I go ahead and start waking. I'll wake up Alec first, and also for some reason I can't get out of this bush.
Oh, there. Oh, you got it. Okay, you got it.
No, I'm stuck. It's fine though. Don't worry about it. We're done with this area.
Or are we? Just kidding.
Hopefully. Yeah, so I would wake up everybody, beginning with her, Alec.
Alec kind of wakes. Yeah. What's up, Colin?
I just wanted to express before the others were awake that I appreciate everything that you've done for the.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've enjoyed our first day traveling together. Pretty adventurous. Three owlbears. Huh.
Yeah, that's kind of what you signed up for when you decided to come along with us. I see that you can more than handle your.
That's fair. That's fair. Right. I definitely sign up for this. Thank you,
So
Colin.
that fire elemental that you summoned, is that familiar of you?
In a sorts. His name is Ferno. He's what my people call soulbound to me.
Ah, I see. It's a little bit like this fellow, as I hold up my arm and Quills lands on.
Ah, that is a gorgeous owl. As Quills lands on your shoulder, he sees the owlbear that took him out and like kind of fidgety on your shoulder.
Quiet, you. uh, and I let Alec know. Yeah, just to let you in on a little bit of a secret. Much like your Furno, this one here uh, isn't actually a true beast, and I'll have Quills kind of shimmer with his celestial shimmer before going back to his regular owl form, and then I'll wake up the rest of the guys.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, he's an elemental from the plane of fire, if that wasn't obvious.
This one was supposed to be a Fae, but I ended up accidentally summoning a Celestial. But I'm kind of fond of him now, so we'll keep.
It's always good. Yeah, let's get some food going. I could eat.
So as I hear them talking, I'm gonna wake up and collect some of the feathers off the owlbear and put a couple in my bag, and then take like the prettiest one from the owlbear, and I'm gonna go find a dahlia. And if she's still sleeping, I guess I'll just lay it by her, like in her hand, and then walk over and join these guys who are preparing breakfast.
Oh, I wasn't preparing breakfast. I was going to go wake up Leon by casting minor illusion of an owlbear sound in his.
Of course she would. Well, I'll help Alec make breakfast if Adelia is not awake. Is Adelia awake when I go
For
approach her?
funsies, I just rolled a d20 to see how easy it'd be to wake her up, and I rolled a natural 1, so she's in a coma.
Okay. I'm just gonna put the feather in her hand and then go help Alec. All right.
Alec, having been so involved in the battle and not really focused on anything else, you see the flower crown on his head. He has not yet noticed it.
Alec,
Huh?
so what do we want to make for bring? Should we
Nope.
carve off
The
some of this owlbear?
No,
the owlbear scream didn't work. I rolled a 4.
well, yeah, might as well. You have a dagger?
Yeah. Do you need one? I have several, and I pull out like a couple of daggers, and I'll hand him one.
Just kind of looks at you as like, you're interesting.
That's what people say. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Anyways, I've never. All I've done is hit it with rapier. So, what part do you think is the best part to eat?
Oh, I don't mind a good steak. Steak, man. Let's see. Let me
Is
think.
that rump or side or
He just
where
rolled a
does
natural 20 on his nature check
woo?
because I feel like nature would be the most appropriate thing for this. Maybe animal handling.
It would be
Uh,
survival, I think, but either one.
Honestly, either of the three are fine. Alex got skills because it's either natural 20 for 21, natural 20 for 25, or natural 20 for 27.
Let's do
All
the
over 20.
27 one.
Let's do the 27 one. I guess so. I'll survival. Ah, well, the good flank is always good. Kind of takes the dagger and he starts to kind of go in and cut it. As he's doing it, he's like, what the? What is on my head? Goes to take it off.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? And I pull out my dried one. Adelia makes them.
Oh, that's.
And I gently put it back in my bag.
Why aren't you wearing yours? This is awesome. Puts it back on.
It is. I don't want it to get hurt. I want to keep it forever. And I kind of like pat my bag like it's my precious.
Oh well. Glad this thing stayed. Glad my wild shape transforms things with me. That's pretty cool. Oh, hey, where's Leon?
He's pouting over there.
He's
You would have
passed
heard
out
the
over there.
minor illusion of the owlbear sound beyond.
You're doing a minor illusion of the owlbear sound?
Yeah, I had done that to try to wake Leon up, but it didn't wake him up.
I rolled a 4 to see if it would.
So then I delivered a swift kick to the side, just kind of mirroring the force at which he kicked me to wake me up for the.
Yeah, as soon as he gets hit, you immediately see him like unsheath like the top part of his sword as he like pops it up and he wakes up. He's like, "What? Who's that?"
No owlbears this time, just breakfast. Next time, wake me up a little bit gentler, eh?
Kind of in the middle. Don't... How? What time is it? Fuck.
Time for your morning exercises. And then I
He
walk
looks
off.
up, kind of like brushes his eyes, like, "Damn. At least I kicked you when there was fucking owlbears trying to attack us. You didn't. Damn." As he kind of like eventually stirs.
Alec kind of looks over. Leon, you want some steak, buddy?
Leon kind of looks over at Alec and just kind of like walks off a bit.
Alec looks at Myra.
As he's walking away, yeah, save me one. But he walks over there.
He looks down at Myra. He's like, huh. He really doesn't like me right now.
It's because he thinks you're a shapeshifter. We had a bad encounter with a shapeshifter once. But,
Really?
yeah, only one. But if you hit it, it can't transform and it turns into this giant blob. And so you'd think that he'd catch on, but I don't think he has.
He doesn't have the biggest understanding of magic. I can't blame him.
No, I understand magic. Weird place.
Alec kind of stands up and he's got like 4, 5 really good slabs of meat. So, who's
Oh,
hungry?
Alec.
Yeah.
And I want to pull out my spices. Should we put these on them?
Yeah.
I got rosemary. I got thyme, I think.
Little rosemary, little thyme, all kinds of good spices.
I got good
Yeah.
spices. Salt, pepper.
As well,
Does
we
the
have
bard have parsley, sage, rosemary, and
Parsley, rose. Yeah.
I
She got
just
all
had
kinds of stuff.
flashbacks to middle school.
So Alec, he's like, fire pit's a little fucked with these owlbears. Hold on a second. Gathers up some branches and stuff, puts them in a pile. Tries to light the fire. Realizes he doesn't have I don't think he has a tinderbox.
I do. I
Oh, he
think I
does
do.
have a tinderbox. Goes to his pack, pulls out the tinderbox. Kind of thinks. Think we could freak Leon out some more? He his hand starts to kind of like have fire in it.
That is wonderful. I can only do this, and I prestidigitation. What's it? Blah. Like a candle, flame, like
Oh.
just a small candle flame. I
Alex
got
just
that
kinda-
much.
and has a fire bolt that he's holding in his hand. I say firebolt because that's the spell, just
That-
for thematic purposes. And he just kind of
Yeah.
gently aims it at the spot of the fire and lets it go. Doesn't full on spell attack it, right? Not like just kind of fire's going. He's kind of looking to see if Leon caught it or not.
Oh no, Leon would be like ways out. I mean, like if you do have a line of sight on him, you just see him just kind of like aggressively swinging his sword around. Normally, it's very like calm and serene, but no, he's kind of like it looks like he's just attacking nothing.
Okay, so Alec just looks. He's like, oh, okay. But the fire is
Huh.
going. The fire goes well. So, Myra, you want to help me spice these bad boys?
Sure.
Start
I
shaking
probably.
things.
I never got to help in the kitchen at home, but this is quite fun, cooking out here.
I would agree. I do love being out here. This is my place. This is where I like to be. Adelia, Quellen, what are you guys doing?
I just walked over to where Adelia was sleeping, and I had Quills just kind of land on her legs, her knees, or whatever. Seeing if that kind of wakes her up as I just kind of sit down Indian style.
Nope, she is legitimately probably in a coma.
I would like to check to make sure that she's still breathing and seems to be alive.
No, she's alive. I rolled again because I'm just for funsies, and I rolled a 2 this time to see if she woke up.
Jesus. She is out like a rock right now.
As long as she seems to be sleeping peacefully and not in any type of distress, I would just continue sitting next to her and having Quills just kind of hanging out nearby, maybe holding a wing over her face to guard her.
All right.
She's just sleeping beauty over here.
That means true love's kiss is the only thing that's gonna wake her up at this point. Go for it, Quellen. I mean, what?
Wink, wink.
I'm coming.
I drag over an owl bear's beak. No, not really.
There's a feather laying right next to her. You can start messing with her.
That Quills guy has his own feathers. No, not really doing
No, there's
anything.
an owlbear
Just
feather
sitting.
next to her.
So, an hour or so goes by as the steaks and the food is getting ready, and
And after about an hour or so, Leon would have kind of like eventually worked his way back,
Adelia,
like over to where
back to the
he
group.
would have gone over to the fire. He would have sat down, and he would have just kind of like thought for a second and just look over to Alec. So let me get this straight.
Yes.
You are a druid, and you
Yeah.
can shape into an animal.
That is correct, sir.
Every druid can do.
Yes, sir. Some of us can shape into bigger and stronger animals. Some of us can only shapeshift into smaller, not as strong animals. Each druid is a little different. We all have different circles to follow and are a part of.
All right. Okay, so if I saw you take damage yesterday with the Albez, took a lot, and you didn't change into the he kind of like gestures to the faceless thing. So you ain't a shifter.
I am not. Not the shifter in the sense of what you've seen. Myra told me a little bit about what you've seen. And to me, that sounds a little bit like doppelganger. Good history check. A doppelganger, which is definitely not a druid. Power comes
All
from
right,
nature. That is it. We are not abominations like
all right.
can't turn into humans.
Just all right. Just I apologize for last night. Just as I'm pretty sure they told you, we had a situation, and we're pretty sure we're going to be running into another one eventually. So,
Oh,
my apologies.
no apology
And at
necessary, Leon. I completely understand.
least you're understanding. Just for my own benefit, if you ever do anything, that isn't spur of the moment because something's attacking you, can you at least give me a heads up?
Uh, yeah, yeah. I will do the best I can for you on that one. I can't shapeshift into much. Again, some of us are stronger at shapeshifting, others into animals, and some of us are not.
I mean, just in general, Quellen has a tendency to fuck with, and
Not just Quellen, and I send a breeze going through his hair or something, just like a cool breeze.
you kind of see him kind of like close his eyes and taking a quick shallow breath. They have a tendency to fuck with me.
And I'm just smiling.
So
Well,
if you could just do me a favor and just give me a heads up so I don't freak out like I did,
absolutely,
appreciate that.
Colin. I will do that to the best of my ability. And you
Name's
see
Leon.
him, or you, I meant, sorry, Leon. DM mistake, my bad. Um, absolutely, Leon. And he's like, steak? Kind of hands you a
Nah,
nice big
thank
steak.
you.
No?
Yeah, he'll grab a thing and then you'll see him actually like pull out his good luck dagger and he'll start kind of like carving little bits of it away and using the daggers like a eat it.
So Adelia, even though I know she said she'd be right back, um, as the steaks have all finished kind of one by one, eventually that aroma of the spices and everything does hit you, and you do actually wake up.
So when she gets back, she's awake.
Quellen, you see her wake up. Do you do anything? Like, oh God!
No, I'm just hanging out, just waiting. But though hearing the conversation with Leon and Myra, I consider briefly casting minor illusion to fuck with him more, but I feel like I fucked with him enough over the past couple of days, so I just leave it be.
Yeah. Make the smart move. Thank you.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be having a great morning.
Fair enough. So breakfast served. I'm gonna assume that Adelia joins in. Just until she gets back. You guys have a good breakfast. Everybody's well rested. Everything's restored. After Alec finishes eating, Leon, you still kind of observing him. He ends up kind of taking his armor, his leather armor off, and puts his hands over it and starts to mutter an incantation. You like see like some flow of like this white yellow magic kind of overflowing his armor as it's mending those tears and stuff that the owlbear had created.
Oh well, that's a handy little trick.
Yes, this is what I used on Quellen's armor back
Huh.
about it. Yep,
Well, later on tonight, I might ask you to help me out with that. The chainmail I wear has been taking a bit of a. It's good
absolutely.
for now, but No,
Yeah, this
something.
spell doesn't require any craziness, right? I don't need to be a blacksmith or anything, but it's got its limits. Only repair things that are a foot or less and kind of like a tearling. So as long as you aren't like completely shredded, I should be able to mend anything.
All right. Well, I'll make a note of that for later on tonight.
I
Okay.
go over with like a little tear in my dress, just like a slight, however many I have, but like the lace it used to connect, but now it's like kind of frayed. Could you like mend that maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And I can clean your armor too, and I clean his armor.
So there's just these two are just like throwing magic back and forth at each other. La 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 magic, magic, magic.
I love magic.
Leon's like,
No,
what the
after
fuck?
Leon just kind of like laughs a little bit, shakes his head, and finishes off his steak, and you just see him kind of like very very eagerly his not eagerly but like very meticulously cleaning the knife after he uses it.
Want a Myra to?
Nah, it's just a thing I like to do with this. It's not everything needs magic.
Fair enough.
He kind of says as
Sometimes
he
it's nice though. And do you want me to clean your shirt so it doesn't from the fight last night?
um you're talking to Leon, right?
Yeah.
He kind of looks down at it and he kind of sees the little bits of blood on it. The shirt, yes. The dagger, if you don't mind, I'll clean that myself.
Okay. And I go and I pink mist cleans his shirt.
Adelia, you were gone. And I was saying that as the food was finishing up, the aroma of the spices in the food cooking did actually wake you up. So you were.
Yeah, she awakes to basically an owl wing covering her eyes,
I was gonna
and
say she
Quellen is just kind
awakes
of
thinking it's still nighttime and that she didn't oversleep because it was dark. Before she realized, she's like, "Wait, what? Oh, what? Hi, Quillen. What's going on?"
ah, you're awake. Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Did I oversleep? I'm sorry.
No problem at all. The Lady Myra came over and visited you and gave you that, as I point to the feather in her hand. And I just came over to make sure that everything was all right. And I figured you deserve a little bit of extra sleep, so I had Quills provide a little bit of shade for you, as Quills flies off.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's not always fun to end up with a sunburn on your face because you were sleeping.
Right. Well, there seems to be some breakfast. The others have cooked up some meat.
Lovely, and I need to go thank Miss Myra for the beautiful feather. And she's gonna go join in and eat some food.
All right.
Watch the magic happen, literally.
Yep. As you kind of come in, you see you see Alec mending stuff. You see Myra cleaning things off. Alec kind of looks up and says, "Dahlia, need anything patched up? How about you, Quellen?"
I'm good.
No, I should be fine. Miss Myra, I have you to thank for the feather.
I just thought it was pretty, and I was thinking maybe you could like braid it into your hair. And I pull out some from my bag and like some of the special ones that I kept. And I don't know, maybe we could like have matching feathers in our hair. But I thought that one was pretty. And it reminded me of you.
Everyone is just being so nice to her. She's gonna start crying again. Guys, stop.
Dahlia.
I mean, if it's, you know,
Um,
I
She's gonna get a
cast
little bit flustered, but she's like, "Yeah, that sounds nice."
I cast Mage Hand Legerdemain Invisible and use it to give Adelia a slight squeeze on.
squeeze on the what?
Shoulder.
Shoulder like a gentleman, though that does probably scare her a bit if she doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, could you cut out right? I give her a squeeze on the.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry that that cut off. I also
It
cast
didn't
a
cut off
message
for
at
me. He did, in
Adelia.
fact, say shoulder.
Okay, god damn. I also cast a message at Adelia and say, it's alright, remember we're all friends.
See, did cut off for me and Myra, and we want this, damn it.
Pervert mage hand.
Holy shit, I just rolled a 100 on the percentile. Wow. Everybody dies. All right, we're restarting the campaign, guys. Make new characters.
Oh shit!
I choose Warlock.
I'm gonna be a frickin' cleric this time.
Heals for days. Anyway.
I'm gonna be a paladin.
Sweet, I don't have to frontline. I can go a wizard.
Wizard. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, I mean, I really did roll the 100 on the percentile die. But anywho, so Alec looks at you too, Adelia, and he says, "By the way, I believe this was made by you."
Oh, yeah, I finished it last night, but I didn't want to wake you up.
Oh, well, it's beautiful. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's helps me feel a little more in tune with nature. I like it. Thank you for that.
And funnily enough, I decided earlier that yellow flowers would look good with his red hair, and his magic happens to be kind of yellow, so I thought that was kind of fun.
There you go. I like it. I like it. So you guys, your pleasantries, you're talking, you're eating. You guys are like, we just killed owlbears. Their carcasses are here. We're eating these owlbears. We don't give a fuck. But you guys start to clean up camp. Sun is
While they're
beginning to
cleaning up
rise.
the campsite and everything like that, Leon's getting the horses ready.
Yep, the sun's beginning to rise. Everybody's doing their part to clean up, get the horses ready, and all that. You guys hop on said horses and you continue down the trail.
Yep.
Back to the map real quick. Good old 3 owlbear fight. I was kind of curious how that was going to go.
Those things were beefy, man.
I might have beefed them up a little bit.
I was not excited about that.
Oh, I could tell. But
Yeah,
hey,
no, I mean, like, I had to go Nova on one, and that just barely killed that one.
yep, I might have beefed them up a little. Hey guys, you guys are strong.
So as we're heading down the path on horseback, whatever, I would like to have a general discussion with the group. That if we get into combat situations, it's better if we focus and take out one target at a time, and maybe agree on targets as opposed to just
You know,
splitting.
Leon would be like, look, that's between all of you all. I'm just putting myself in front of, making sure to, keep as many people busy as I can. I think I've been doing a decent job at that.
Honestly, Leon, for once, you're actually correct. Everyone basically just make sure that whatever Leon is engaged with dies quickly so he can come back and engage whatever is trying to fuck with. Which is literally everything else.
Yeah, that does kind of make a certain sense.
I can understand what you guys are saying.
Well, I totally agree. I totally agree. So is it okay if I just hang back during battles? I want to help, but
No,
I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, since Myra's like in front of him, he's like, look, I appreciate you coming, to try and like fight by my side and whatnot, but there's a place for everyone in combat. I mean, like, I can take a hit, and I can still keep going, and even still, it's just a matter of realizing where you're best at, most effective. You like going in
We could
I mean,
get our
like that one
crossbow.
trick you did where you fucked up all them hobgoblins that one time. Be a really good combination if you went invisible, got between enemy lines, and fucked them up then. There's a lot of little tricks you can do. I mean, you have the magic.
That is true. I've just. I don't know. I like killing the goblins. The big stuff is kind of hard.
Yeah, well, like I said, you just got to be mindful about what we're up against, what we're doing, and just think about what everyone else is doing. Don't think about throwing yourself in the middle of the fire because that's what I'm doing or that's what Quellen's doing. Do what Myra does. Do what Myra thinks is best.
Myra thinks killing things is best. I'm joking. But what was that
Well,
about a crossbow, Adelia?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could get you some sort of ranged weapon, and a crossbow is easier to wield than a bow when it comes to strength.
That
yeah,
is
see, there
true.
you go. So as
Hmm.
soon as we can, we'll see if we can't get a hold of one for you, no?
And I don't know much
Alright.
about bards, Myra, but don't you have spells in your repertoire that you use from a distance?
Yeah, but I have to it takes up about 15 feet. So if when I cast it, if I were to cast it right now, every one of you would get hit. So I have to be in the middle of the bad guys. So I can't be far away. I have to be closer to them than further. And I
Well,
mean
I will admit,
sneaky wise, I mean I could do the turn invisible, but I only have so many spell slots.
well, I
And I
mean,
do
like, whenever I hear you sing in the middle of combat, it always makes things easier. I'm not sure if I'm the only one here who thinks that. Talking about bardic inspirations.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all good. And I'm still learning about how
Just focus on what you're best at,
stabbing
Myra.
things.
Myra, don't let anyone tell you how to do your job. If you want to stab things, but be prepared to take the consequences of being in melee range of.
Okay.
I mean, I'll always be there to do my best to keep you up, but
No,
a
you
lot of
don't need
things
to.
will. Um, you say so, Myra. But just just do what Myra thinks is best.
Okay.
I will add, Myra, if you push yourself too far forward, you may end up with fewer allies than you expect.
Hmm.
Alec just kind of
I
looks
think.
over at Quellen. Dude, that was shady as fuck.
See, I'm not the only one. I think what he means is you won't have anybody covering you, keeping an eye on your back. I think that's what he meant.
Of course not, Leon. I'll always cover those whom I consider allies and friends, and I consider the Lady Myra one of my closest friends at this point. But there's a difference between tactical advantage and foolishness, and sometimes if you push too far, you're beyond help.
I understand you, Quellen. And I'll try not to be foolish. She gets a serious face and is quiet for the rest of the
Alec
ride.
At some point, he would have whispered to Myra since she's right in front of him on the horse. And don't worry, as long as I'm here, I'll make sure you always get back from running ahead forward. I'll always do my best to get you back.
Thanks, Leon.
and Alec kind of gives you a look like, yeah, she probably doesn't really want to hear anything because everyone won't leave her alone. But he just kind of walks up or rides up and says, "Front line or not, I got you. What you want to do?
Thank you. Thank you. I will.
Remember, I can heal too." And he just rides ahead.
All right.
All right, so yes, I did move you guys to the. All right, so you guys travel for most of the day. Once again, super uneventful day. You don't really run into any travelers, no creatures or anything like that. Um, you guys make it just shy of Canaberry from what you can tell. Kind of come over a small hill. You got the mountain very much on your right hand side here. The forest is getting closer on
Can
the
we
left.
see it in the distance?
I was just gonna say you
As
can see what looks like the ruins of a town. there's not any buildings or anything standing per se, so it's hard to see it off the horizon. But you realize that it's maybe 5 miles to get there, but the sun is going down. You're kind of at the end of the second day, pushing
As we get
yourself.
to that, as we get to that point, Leon's gonna be like, "Hey, hey, Alec, can you do that eye thing again? I think if we do that, we can push on to whatever the hell that is on the horizon."
Yeah, absolutely. Come here.
Or before you
Then
do that, I'm also the one. I believe I'm the one steering the horse, or is Leon steering the horse? I can steer the horse.
All right, I'll lead. Let If you want to say hold on to that, I'll just let Myra take on ahead.
Is that all right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. You guys decide who wants to ride or
I
drive,
How
would
rather.
long
like to
ago
voice some
was
concerns that ruins are probably haunted and it's nighttime.
So what do
yeah?
you want to do then?
I also wanted to ask: does Quillen know how long ago Connieberry was in ruins and how long ago it was an actual town? Well, I mean, what do I know about this, being that I've been alive for 242 years?
Make a history check.
13.
With 13, you know that Canterbury used to be a very decent sized town that thrived quite well being right on the Tribor Trail. It saw a lot of trade back in its day, but many years ago, it was razed to the ground by barbarians, and now the only thing left is just stone outlines of buildings and ruin. Over the years, people have gone and ransacked it for the loot that might still be there. And as far as today goes, you know that it truly is just a spot of land, nothing value.
Do I know how long ago the barbarian attack was?
You know that the barbarian attack was, I don't know, 200 years ago.
Ah, Connieberry. Shame what happened to that. My parents informed me of what happened when I was but a wee child of 4.
You said a wee child of what?
A wee child of 42.
Leon kind of narrows his eyes at the comment of that, but doesn't say anything.
Alec just chuckles.
Seeing as it is getting quite late, perhaps we can just observe Connieberry from a distance and go ahead and make our way up into the Neverwinter Wood. Perhaps check out this Agatha's lair before we actually make camp for the evening.
Well then, no, it's not exactly the
Yes.
most polite thing to ask. Being a half elf myself, might I ask just how old are you?
Um, I would say a summer ago I was 241, so 242 as of the.
Amazing. I myself just recently celebrated my first century.
Ah, a centennial. Congratulations, Alec.
Thank you. Been a long time. I've seen a lot.
I can understand that.
He just had that question for you as he kind of goes with you to. So, what are you guys doing? You guys gonna head into Canterbury, or are you gonna kind of cut and head for the wood?
And
Well,
if we're
Maybe we
not if we're
should.
not going to Connieberry, I think Leon would have said let's just call it here then. Let's just keep it
Yeah,
simple.
because we don't want to visit a ghost at night. I don't think if we're not going into the ruins.
I would imagine that's the best time to actually visit a banshee. I don't imagine banshees are around much during the day.
That depends. If it's
Honestly,
inside a
that's
dark lair.
a DM question. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
don't know, remember what I know
would
about
would Myra know that answer?
Sure. Make a. We'll know based on your roll.
Duh! 3.
I'm gonna say a
My
3,
history,
natural 3.
natural 3 history plus 5, so 8.
See, I'm not sure that's a history check. It might be more like
Oh,
history arcana. So either way, the result is the same. They're both
same.
intelligence. And I'm so sorry. 5 plus 3 is 8. Yeah, you don't quite remember when the best time to see a banshee is.
Well, I would like to point out Quellen did have a reaction when Sister Gorilla asked him to go deal with a banshee, and he was all like, "Nope." So he did roll a 23 when you asked for a history arcana check, though.
And he is 200 and fuck ton old, so
100 and fuck ton old. 1 sec, sorry. And when did you roll that? Was that just now? I thought it was just Myra doing it.
Well, I thought you were asking both Myra and me to make a check on what we know about.
It's totally fine.
all right. So
So with
hopefully
your
we don't
check,
start any combat.
you
So
know what's up.
No, I'm gonna start getting ready to go pick up my girlfriend here in a second. So
Okay.
I'll be listening.
No
If
problem.
I don't talk or anything, that's why.
Yep, copy that. You know that when night falls, Cullen, you know that unlucky travelers, they can hear the cries of the dead that are banshees. Know that they can be spiteful creatures, and they tend to be spirits of female elves. 20 plus was so high. You know that they appear as luminous, wispy forms that vaguely recall their mortal features. You know that their face is wreathed in a wild tangle of hair, and body is generally clad in wispy rags that flutter and kind of stem around it. You know that day or night, banshees aren't really that great to run into.
Okay.
But you know that some can be reached.
Presumably, the one that he's heard of or the one that he ran into in the past was not a great experience because, yeah, he didn't want to deal with that. So, as we're kind of debating on what to do, I would mention that night or day, it really makes no difference with banshees. They're unsavory creatures, to say the least, but some of them can be reasoned with. I say we go ahead and deal with whatever this is before we actually make camp for the evening.
Okay. I totally that makes sense. So let's go. Adelia, are you cool with this?
I don't know. I've heard stories and they kind of scare me a little bit.
It's okay. Stay
Yeah,
close.
Leon
Maybe
will
we
be
could
there, but
reason with her. Let's reason with
So-
her before we do anything rash. And I'll pull out the comb.
well, I mean, I mean, so banshees are ghosts, and that's all they are, right?
They're more than that, aren't they, Quellen?
They are vengeful spirits. The only ones that I've ever heard of have been the spirits of elves long deceased.
Elves,
There's something that
so specifically elves.
I've only ever heard of banshees being elves that have been dead quite
Huh.
a long time.
That's why they called him. He kind of like says to himself.
That's why they called it what?
Oh no, just back home there's this lady, Lady Bordeaux. She's a elf, and people had a tendency to call her a banshee. So I guess that makes sense.
I'm an elf, Leon. Do you think I'm a banshee?
I mean, I ain't heard you scream like one, apparently, so.
I cast Minor Illusion as a banshee right in his face.
Cast
So,
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what happens. The visage of Quellen just dissipates away as part of the spell, and you see this long flowing white hair and this white drifty like dress on this body of this ugly elven woman's face, and you hear the screech that Antero just did, and yeah, how do
He
you
just kind of like,
react?
like Leon just kind of like leans super far back, and since it's dark outside, would his eyesight be a little bit on the lighter side, or
Yeah, it's giving off a slight glow, so you can see it quite clearly.
he kind of like rubs his ears a little bit and he goes, "Damn. Well, whenever you start screaming, I'll at least know what to listen for."
as I said, they're quite unpleasant creatures. I trust that I haven't been as unpleasant as that.
It's kind of
Yeah,
tripping you
well,
out that this visage is that of a woman elf, and you hear Quellen's man voice coming out of it.
yeah. Either way, it's just whatever y'all think is best. I'll just follow along.
I take the horse that Adelia and I are on and head up towards Neverwinter Wood. In either case, I imagine camping in the Neverwinter Wood is better than camping in the middle of the ruins of Conybear.
I follow, leading the horse behind Quellen.
Okay, you guys head up to Canterbury again. I'm sorry, or Agatha's Lair.
We're not heading into Conyberry. We're kind of sidestepping it, going towards the Neverwinter Wood to look for Agatha.
Okay. So as you guys begin to make that trek, looking at the map, it's probably about another 5 miles before you get into the woods. Um, as you guys kind of meet that 5 mile mark, it is now dark. So Alec does come up to Leon and says, "You're gonna need this, buddy." And again, stops you for a second, puts his hands on your head, and mutters the incantation. And then when you open your eyes, you feel that familiar sensation. Your eyes water just a tad, and you now see that familiar from yesterday, that gray outline, the gray everything. No colors, but you can see as if it was light out.
I'm driving right now, so
Oh, you're good. So
Excellent choice. We can proceed without the torches or hooded lamp. And we continue on looking for Agatha's.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can decide. Somebody needs to make a survival check.
Alec or Adelia. I think, Quellen, you have a good survival check,
No,
too.
let me do it. Let me do it because I just rolled a nat 20.
Also,
Okay.
it's in the forest, so I would nominate Delia immediately if it's a survival.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. Alec kind of looks and says, "So, who wants to lead us through? I know the woods quite well." And Adelia, I'm assuming you kind of pipe up.
No one knows the woods better than this one.
This is
Oh,
very true because I just remembered that my proficiency bonus is doubled for intelligence or wisdom.
Nice.
Yes, as you immediately enter the woods, Adelia knows all, sees all, and I don't know, whatever you need.
hey, Adelia, for some reason, you're quiet.
Is this better?
Turned you up on my end too. Should be fine. All right. So you managed to successfully kind of figure your way through things. You managed to find a discerning trail. As I'm assuming you follow the trail.
Yes. Trail knows best.
As you do, the forest, it begins to grow dark and still as the trail winds deeper into the trees. You see heavy vines and thick layers of moss drape, which it's moss that is draping the branches. And the air, you notice, is considerably colder. Like it's colder because it's nighttime out, but it's even chillier. Um, you kind of round a bend in the trail, and you see immediately in front of you, you see a screen made from the warped branches of trees standing close together. And kind of woven into this dome-like shelter, you see a doorway that leads inside.
Yeah, as soon as it started getting creepy, Adelia like unconsciously leans into Quellen because she's like, "Oh God, yep, we're gonna."
I Myra wants to step forward and guys, is it okay if I go and try to talk to her? Is that okay with you all?
Alec kind of looks at you and gives you a nod and a smile.
I would
Quellen?
like to follow you up there as I make a stealth roll to try to remain quiet.
All right, remember, we're just here to speak and be calm and
Trust me,
not to fight
Lady
her.
Myra, no one here is less
And
likely to fight a banshee tonight than me.
I'm glad to hear it, and I believe it. I don't want to either. Okay, I'm gonna go to the layer to where the doorway is, but before I step in, I'm gonna call out, Agatha? Agatha?
Before you approach it and call out, Alec quickly says, Myra,
Hmm?
he puts a hand on your shoulder and says, got this. Feel a slight
Oh,
sensation kind of course through you as he casts guidance on you.
woohoo!
So guidance is you can roll a d4 and add that number to any ability check of your choice. You can roll that die before or after making the ability check.
Okay,
You'll have this ability for the next
minute. All right.
minute. All right. So you call out Agatha,
Agatha?
and you don't hear anything.
I pull out the hairbrush and I'm gonna take one step into the layer.
As you step in, you can immediately catch with your dark vision. You see that it's a home of sorts. It's a home of sorts that's sheltered within the dome of these woven branches. It's sparsely furnished. It's got chests, shelves, a table, and a reclined couch. All of it old and of elven craft on first glance. As you step in, comb out, and everything, the air immediately grows cold, and a powerful feeling of dread grips you. You see a cold, pale light flicker in the air. It rapidly takes on the form of a female elf, her hair in roves waving in a spectral wind. She might have been beautiful once, but a hateful expression, much like you saw on Quellen earlier when he transformed, now twists her features.
Foolish mortals, she snarls. What do you want here? Do you know it is death to seek me out?
The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy but vague. Who shall say where one ends and where the other begins?
Smooth with your words, I see. What do you want?
We're here to make a trade. This comb for any knowledge of a book.
She kind of looks at you. She smiles with like a cold amusement. She says,
Very well. I know that you seek many things. Ask me one question only, and I will give you the true answer.
Where do we find the book? What was the book's name? Myra would remember. I can't remember.
You know that it is the spell book of the mage Bowgentle.
What's the meaning to life, the universe, and everything?
42.
Where can we find the spell book of Bowgentle?
This is your question.
Yes.
Very well. I traded that long ago, well over 100 years ago. Traded it to a necromancer by the name of Tesmoth from the city of Erebor. I don't know what became of the book afterward. That is all I can say on the matter.
Sorry, writing.
Yep. So
Oh.
she traded it to a necromancer by the name of Tessernoth.
Tesser.
T
Okay.
T S E R N O T H. Who's from the city of Erebor. Iriaebe, boy, O-R. And that she did that more than 100 years ago.
Okay. Thank you, Agatha. Would you accept this gift of a comb and let us leave safe?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear earlier. I apologize. She already took the comb.
Oh, okay.
Do you really say that in tarot?
No, that was a joke, but I'd be willing to roll with it because that sounds fun.
Yeah. I mean, I thought about
No.
it, but she's not gonna remember you.
I mean, if she was alive 100 years
Your
ago, it's
your
plausible, but
age your age makes things very interesting by itself, my friend.
no. No, we're good.
Making me think a lot, and I like it. Thank you. She says,
Thank you for bringing my comb to me.
You're very welcome.
she disappears.
Whew. All right, let's leave and not touch anything. I back up. And we got the information. We're done. And let's go find a camp.
Sorry, I missed that. I was too busy laughing to my.
Laughing at his own joke.
That can be distracting.
Okay.
Let's back up, and I'm gonna move and kind of just leave the area. We got the information that the luck shrine lady wants. Let's be gone from this.
As you
I would have
area.
just turned around and walked off.
just kind of like quickly walking, right? Because that was freaky as fuck. Kind
Uh-huh.
of mutters to you. He's like, "Good job. Told you you had it."
Well, thank you.
And he goes. You guys are gonna go find a spot to sleep.
Yep.
You guys ride out a little bit. Do you guys stay in the woods or what?
I think we should. What do you guys think? Adelia, mistress of the woods.
Well, I'm sure there's some actual game around here.
Hopefully, maybe.
Perhaps let us get back to where the birds are singing and everything seems less cold and dead.
As a reminder, it was getting dark when you guys came here, and it's been a couple hours with that 5-mile journey and finding her and talking to her. So at this point, it is like 9-ish at night. Like it's travel a little bit more if you want to, but you will definitely want to bed down or risk exhaustion.
All right. Let's get back to the horses and bed down.
Just get out of the creepy zone, I think, is
Yeah.
where Adelia will lead him out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys,
That's what Quellen was saying.
sure. You guys head out and you lead and you take another hour and a half or so to get back to the kind of the edge of the forest because you went in a little bit of you went in a ways, and you end up finding the horses, thankfully, because you all have dark vision. and you begin to set up camp. That feeling, that cold dread feeling you had being near Agatha's lair, um, has left you. You feel much more content. You feel warmer despite it being colder outside at night in this kind of like late summer, early fall time of the year. It was so cold in Agatha's lair in her presence that this cool air feels warm to you. Start to set up camp.
I say that most valued adventurer for the day goes to Myra, who gathered the information single-handedly from the band.
Here, here, says Alec.
And with that, I'll go ahead and bed down so I can do my forward.
Who's gonna take first watch?
Leon will.
Oh, I was gonna say Adalia could
I was
too,
gonna
because
say
she's still keyed up from creepiness.
Well, now that Leon can actually see at night, he would be pretty adamant about taking first watch whenever he can.
So Leon or Adalia, or both. I mean, you theoretically you both can.
It's up to her.
Adalia. Oh, mouthful of burrito.
Adalia will, because she can't be surprised in the woods.
Fair enough. You guys
Yeah,
take
no,
your.
but at one point during his watch, he doesn't. At the very least, when he doesn't think anybody's looking, he'd take a look at his scroll.
Okay, it's still not changed. Nothing there. Nothing additional has shown up. Not yet.
Just kind of like fit it back into his bag. And as soon as his watch is over, he'll go to bed.
You guys have a fairly quiet watch, and to begin with, but make perception check for me, please, Adelia, with advantage.
I'll assist her.
Sorry, 22.
All right, 22. You don't notice anything on the horizon. It's a quiet night. The wind has picked up a little bit. Kind of feels like there might be a storm on the horizon, but for the most part, it's a starry night out. Nothing you can see within your dark vision range. Nothing you hear. Relatively peaceful and quiet night. Your watch goes through. Your eyes begin to get heavy, and so I will assume that Quellen, you awaken after your 4-hour trance, and you relieve them of their watch.
Sure.
You relieve them. You kind of do your thing while you keep watch, and if you'll make a perception check for me.
Okay. 15 plus 20.
All right. Your last half of the watch goes well as well. No major issues. It's a quiet night, peaceful. That wind had died down that Adalia had experienced.
And I use the remainder of my time to, after someone's else is watching, I'll forage for alchemy.
Okay. Uh, let's do this. Look, going out. Stormy. Cat's on me. Do 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 do. Pop this bad boy. All right. You are in a foresty area. What is it that you are looking for? You're looking for things to heal? Or are you looking things for poison?
Definitely wouldn't be looking for healing ingredients, so poison.
Poison? Very well. Go ahead and make a it's your choice, either an intelligence nature check or a wisdom survival check.
In that case, I'll choose the higher one. Third.
Was that a 13?
Yes, 1, 3, 13.
Kind of search around. You find what you know to be called moonflower. It's kind of this ghostly pinwheel blooms of white distract from jagged. Excuse me. Ghostly pinwheel blooms of white distract from jagged, threatening leaves and large, dangerously spiny fruit pods, is what this looks like. And you find enough of that to do one. Gosh, what's it called? Excuse me. Dose. Excuse me. You find enough for one dose worth of what this does from a poison standpoint.
All right, thank you.
Yep. And again, with that check, having found it, you would have you would have knowledge of what it does. So I'll tell you that as well. If you use it for something poison related. What it does is if you create a dose of it, it is through the seeds and the roots. So it's an ingested form of poison that, if ingested, causes blinded and stunned status effects.
For how long?
Five hours.
Jesus. Okay. Thank you.
All right. The sun begins to rise. You all once again, not that anyone did anything, I think, except Alec, who burned a spell. You guys get the benefits of a long rest. So reset yourselves on D&D Beyond if needed. And forgive me because I didn't do it after the fight, but I owe you boys and girls some experience. That real quick. Unless you guys don't want it. I mean, I don't have to give it.
Sorry, I had to run a vacuum cleaner for a second. What do we don't want?
I was like, I owe you guys some awesome experience, and no one said anything. Zero excitement. I guess you don't want the experience.
Yeah, I would like that, please.
Sorry, Mighty and Myra are both AFK and I'm eating, so like no one responded.
And I was temporarily vacuuming up some spilled cheese.
I'm just messing with you guys. I actually didn't realize Myra was gone. Anyway, everyone gets 500 experience. This is for dealing with Agatha successfully, as well as killing all the owlbears. Everybody should be at 3,500 experience.
$35 or $32?
Should be at 3,500.
I must have missed some. Okay.
Yep, 3,500. Yep, everyone should be at 3,500. If you're not, please put yourself there. Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right. check. I know with Leon, FK, and same with Myra. I'll do
I would like to go murder Connie Berry now, please. Oh shit, we don't have a wizard. We can't just fireball everything.
All right, there we go. I did Leon and Myra for them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Quellen,
I'm back.
I see what you did. You didn't add the 300 you got, I think, previous session, or the session before. It still had yourself
Oh,
to
okay.
2,700. But no, everyone's at 3,500. So, all right, sister Halloween dress. Hey, understandable. So you guys awake. Another decent morning. Nothing crazy going on. What is going to be your next destination?
We'll at least take a look around Connieberry and see if there's anything going on there, since it's on the route to Old.
What makes you think it's on the route to Old Owl?
Because it's in between.
Fair enough.
No one objects. Quellen takes control of the party.
Sounds good to me.
No.
Here we go.
Sorry, I got quiet there because it looked like somebody was outside of my window and I was about to have a mini panic attack.
Well,
Oh
that's
God,
not
don't do
creepy.
this to me.
It's Halloween time. That's what we do. Anyway. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, you guys want to take the first part of the day to check out Conneberry then? Unless anyone's doing anything in particular this morning before tearing down camp, we can expedite a little bit if you wish and say camp is torn down, you're back on your horses, and you're traveling once more. Silence being no objections. You guys travel about 5-6 miles, and you end up arriving at the town of Conneberry, or at least what used to be the town of Conneberry.
I'm back home, guys.
As Quellen knows from his history, welcome back, sir. The town was ransacked by barbarians many, many years ago, and it lies in ruin. What are you guys doing? You just see nothing but a bunch of ruin and a trail leading through town.
Why were we asked to come here again?
Oh, we weren't asked to come here. I thought it was a town.
You guys were asked to go to Conneberry to find Agatha's lair, which was somewhere in the woods near the town.
I would just like to look around, see if there's anything that is salvageable.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
Ooh. $22.
No, not. Got my
Sorry,
experience.
dog. Yeah, I added it for you. Nothing of discernible value, even with a 22. This is a rundown forest, like greenery taken over town. There's nothing here.
All right. Should we move on, guys?
Keep on going.
Onwards and downwards.
Through the bones of the dead.
Moving to get to Conneberry and taking the time to thoroughly search what is there will have taken up a good amount of hours. Not the whole day, but you'll be able to travel maybe 1 or 2 more hexes before it's time to call it a night.
Are we going straight through the mountains?
In addition, the mountains make it difficult to travel as well as on your horses, because these are actually not mountains, they are hills.
So yeah, we'll take it easy on the horses as we're
Given
Girl.
the hillish terrain, am I muted? No? Okay. Giving the hillish terrain with the difficulty that can cause for the horses and you guys going at a slower pace to take it easy with them, you're going to be able to manage to move kind of through the hills a ways before needing to stop and rest because the sun has started to go down. This is more of a difficult terrain. It's a slower pace. It's going to take longer. So this will use up another day. And again, with your time searching through Canterbury, that took up a good chunk of the day as well. So you guys
Fine.
move to this square here. Once again, find a spot to rest. Set up camp. Who's going to do first watch?
I'll do it.
with,
I haven't taken a watch yet.
Is this agreeable
Leon
to
would.
Leon?
Yeah, Leon would. With the spell, of course, right?
If Leon's going to keep watch, then Alec will give the spell. Is Leon going to stay up and keep watch?
Yeah, no, with Myra.
Okay, then you have dark vision. Mark off Alec's spell slot. I'm not going to because it's going to be a long rest. So, you keep watch. Make perception checks, either both of you or one of you with advantage.
What's your perception? I'm only +1.
I have a plus
+2? Is that what you said?
plus
You went out again.
3 trace, triple digits.
The plus
Hold on.
3. So,
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
All right. 1, 2. Big money. Mother. So 8.
As far as you can tell, it's a peaceful night. There's nothing of consequence. On the horizon.
Leon seems to be more focused on just kind of like, we have a fire set.
A small fire.
I'm assuming. Yeah, he kind of keeps his attention on the fire, like he thought.
Take second watch. I would assume Clellan with your
I
whole
got it.
4-hour thing. Make a perception check for me, sir.
Oh, good.
That's going to be 17.
All right. Looking out, you don't really see much. It's a cloudy night. The clouds have rolled in. It's chilly in this hill area of this area of the coast. But once more, you don't see anything. Quiet night. Out of game, I can't roll for encounters for shit.
That's good. Keep it that way. You've been throwing us some beef at our way. I don't want to deal with beef. I want to deal with easy things that I can one shot and move on to the next.
Oh,
Our power is starting to get around to all the nearby encounters.
Yeah, no, take us back to the low level area. Let's grind there, guys.
low level people means less experience.
Yeah, but sometimes it's fun to be the windshield and not the bug.
Nice.
I suppose.
Quillen takes the next watch as well, by the way.
So, morning rises. Morning arrives. No issues in the night. Guys, just hop on and continue on.
Yep, onwards to the old owl well.
It's gonna take you probably.
And Leon's kind of like looking for mine. So miners were what were coming out of there.
There were people. One moment.
Like what did
Some of the
the
miners being in the area saying that they're being run off by undead or something. And also, by the way, Darren just said we just need to go check it out. He didn't say what we had to do once we checked it out, so we can just go look at it and be like, "Hey, I
Darren,
saw it. It was cool."
he's heard stories from prospectors in the hills northeast of Phandelver that someone was digging around in the ruins known as Well. They reported back that they had been chased from the well area, excuse me, by undead. So he was asking you guys to take a look at the ruin and find out who's there and what they're up to.
Oh,
So that
yeah.
means
I
we
thought we
have to
just
go
had to
in.
look at them and be like, "Hey, I see them. All right, where's my
That's-
600 gold?"
They're not. It's not all going to be as easy as Agatha's, and I'm grateful that happened so easily because
Yeah.
that would have sucked.
Will not. Sorry if you don't like it, but sometimes you gotta fight. Sometimes
You get what you
don't.
get, and you don't throw a fit.
So, given the travel through the hills and no delays from Canterbury, I'll say within reason you guys can make it to the Old Owlwell Square X uh, just a little after midday. And it
Right,
is going to be where we're going to pause. I'm going to show you guys something. There's actually not a map for this. So I created one. As you guys kind of arrive and kind of go up the hill, if you go up the hill here, see this old kind of rundown looking tower and stuff. You see the stone, all the stonework. It's definitely a broken down tower. From where you are currently, you can't make out much. But this is
is there
where
supposed to be a big old sight line all the way down the middle?
there is. It's the dynamic lighting. There's a hole in the wall. Yep. Unfortunately, with like levels, I can't really dynamic light the fact that you're probably 10 or 15 down this hill. So it's okay. You're not seeing anything, so I'm not concerned about it.
Um, is there a spot kind of like to hitch the horses somewhere, like around this area where we're
While
at?
Leon's doing that, I have Quills go up and investigate about 50 feet up in the air to just look around, ping if he sees any.
Sure. These are 5 feet squares, so head up 50 feet, and then where's he going?
Towards the, I presume there's a wall since it's blacked out, so 50 feet up in the air, about 20, 30 feet
You
towards.
can move his token.
I can't make it large enough to see over the top of the wall. I don't know. I don't think I move it onto the wall, but that's basically where he's going, on top of the wall thing.
Actually gonna move you there. Because I'm assuming you're gonna war again.
Yeah.
No, Leon will find a secure, safe place for the horses. Get them set up with a little bag of feed for them to occupy themselves with, and like walks to the front.
As you war again and see him there, make out dynamic lighting. Nice, but also hear you, Leon. There. Now you should be able to see. You war again and
It
see.
hasn't been that big a deal since I had the laptop, so.
You see that. You see Quellen. Sorry, man. You see a red tent sitting there. You see kind of like the tiny well. You see the tower here to the north that is blocked off with a door. And you see from Quill's point of view, approximately 9 zombies kind of just undead zombies, just kind of sitting there.
I was wondering what the fuck that was.
They take no notice of quills being so high in the air, but they're just kind of there. Zombies. That, my friends, pick up next week.
No, we still have 30 minutes. We stopped early last time.
Actually, we're supposed to go from 7 to 10, but I always give it an hour over.
Oh,
If we're being technical.
okay. I
Technical.
actually didn't know that. We always end up at about 11.
Yeah. Well, that's because we've always been doing really good, and we're doing good now. But I don't want to start this combat with only a half hour.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
'Cause
Yeah.
I anticipate this combat taking longer than a half hour. So that's the only reason why I'm calling it now.
I know.
I
like
know,
playing
I
is
know.
all.
I do too. Hey, I love it. I was very excited to work on this. I was a little thrown off today. I was like, what am I gonna do tonight? I'm like, it's D&D tonight. Oh, that's right. Like I got all excited.
So you
Well, I'm
really
glad
made
you.
this map
I'm,
because it looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Petition to have 2 D&D nights.
yeah, no, we're starting up on Thursday, right?
Right? Yeah, we're coming back for Thursday. No, I won't be available Thursday.
Nah, actually, neither will I. I'll be busy. I'm pretty busy this week. Like, I have a session tomorrow, and I'm going to be like 2 hours late to it because of.
Kudos to you for being able to run in multiple games and track with this one.
You, I don't want to tell you how many games I'm in. I don't feel like you guys will judge me.
Mighty, you want to compare notes? Because I got some.
I'm in 5 different games.
I gotta remember all the games I'm in. Hold on. Because my group takes turn like DMing, so some days, depending on which campaign we feel like doing, we'll
I
just
have
hop
games
into
on
it.
5 different days.
Yeah.
I don't even, my home
Surprisingly,
group and I don't really play anymore. We've been playing a bunch of other board games and shit. So this is the only D&D I get. And I need to be
Me too.
I need to be a player, so I threw my own character in here.
Are you having fun at least?
Yeah, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Like I hope he's not annoying.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be very helpful.
No,
very
he's
helpful.
very helpful. That guidance and the healing spirit and the night vision.
Yeah, no, that kind of like rounds out our group real nicely. Would have been nice to have another beefcake, but
Theoretically,
nothing
he
wrong
can
with
become a beefcake because he can wild shape into
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he totally became a beefcake. He was a bear.
I mean,
And
it was
then
a
had to get
beefcake with 19
had to get through
hit
that
points.
yeah. Had to get through that whole shifting thing early on because that needed to be taken care of.
Yes, I knew that was going to be fun to address. So that's what you see for now, and Quell and I just moved your token back just because.
Yeah, sure.
But I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I know we're going to leave a little early, but next week
It's
you guys
fine.
will have more combat to do. So I know combat's not always the greatest, but I personally enjoy it. That's why I kind of been throwing some stuff at you guys. I
Yep.
like combat. I love RP, but I also love
I
combat.
will take that sweet, sweet XP.
Right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I was super excited about the EXP. I just couldn't talk when I was in the middle of driving.
Oh, I was also just
So.
joking. So yeah, you guys got at least 9 zombies that you're looking at here, and you gotta figure out what the fuck's going on.
Necromancer.
But yeah, so owlbears. Yes, I'm
That
beefing
was fun.
things up. Because I know you guys can handle it. Why I'm beefing.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, I was pretty bummed about Quells going down before the fight even started.
Yeah, no, it held I was wondering if that owlbear held its action or not, but sure enough it did.
That it did. Not often do the monsters hold an action or whatever.
Well,
Because
hey,
it's funny.
now I know that that's a possibility. It's not gonna fool me twice.
Fair enough. I can take it. But I had thought about it because I'm like, we have a great system with quills. But there's, I still need you to know there's that chance he can die. So that's why I did it.
Hey, no. Quills never dies.
Okay.
He just temporarily
Despawned.
disappeared.
A Spartan never dies.
So
He just goes
fun
missing in
fun fact
action.
that I actually really want to tell you guys about this because I'm very excited. Um, do any of you know what it is that Alec is?
He's a wood elf, right?
Yes, I meant as far as the druid goes.
Oh yeah, no,
Fire tribe.
oh, the Wild Soul, that new one.
Yes, it's the Unearthed Arcana version. So it's
Yeah.
the playtest. It's Circle of Wildfire. I was sitting at work today, kind of prepping for tonight because I'm working, so obviously that means work on D&D stuff. Um, and
As one does.
as one does. And I didn't realize this was a thing. I was kind of looking through stuff because I'm like, still sort of trying to flesh Alec out. I have a really strong idea of where I want him to go. And then I saw this circle as an option for playtest, and I was like, I read through it. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. So
Yeah, no,
originally, so
I
I
was, I, if,
circle of.
go ahead, sorry.
You're fine. He's Circle of Wildfire. So essentially, he can spend a wild shape to summon his soulbound elemental that helps him.
Makes sense.
Oh, that's cool. I hadn't even looked at that yet.
Yeah,
no,
neither did I. That's really cool.
Have you looked at the fighter? The new fighter, the Rune Knight?
I have watched some videos on it, but have not looked at it myself. It looks
It
amazing.
is a bad ass. Like if that had been out, like I might have gone with that for Leon if it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to be a battle master so bad.
Right. No, that would be cool. Rune Master was cool. I read through it. It's really cool. They have some good playtest stuff that I hope gets finalized. So far, I'm enjoying this this Circle of Wildfire, but the summon is a little funky. Like as you could see when we were in that combat, the summon really didn't do shit because for it to attack, I have to use the druid's bonus action for the summon to actually perform an attack.
Oh, so it's like a clerical holy weapon,
Spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon, yeah.
Exactly, where you have to use your bonus action for it to actually do something. So
hmm
otherwise,
But it's better. It is better than the spiritual weapon because it actually takes up space, and you can use it to block an area. And that when you summon it in, it fucking explodes.
exactly. I have to be careful when I summon that thing in because it explodes within 10 feet around the point of its origin, and it's 2d6 fire damage. I'm like, that's kind of beat for us right now. I don't want to summon this.
That's actually it's basically a spiritual weapon, just better.
Essentially, yeah. It lasts for an hour. It speaks the language I
Oh,
speak.
it's way better than
Yeah,
because
spiritual
the
weapon is
spiritual
only a
weapon
minute.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, and you guys want to know what's really cool? And I totally am gonna find a way to do it. Not that I'm trying to spoil anything. I'm gonna tell you because I'm excited. One of the moves that this creature has is, where was it? I just had it. It has what's called fiery teleportation. The spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet of it teleport up to 30 feet to unoccupied spaces you can see. Each creature within 10 feet of the space that the spirit left must succeed on a dex saving throw or take fire damage. He
Oh,
could
that's
fucking
crazy.
teleport us.
So it could totally save Myra when she runs headlong into Hobgoblin.
Exactly. I'm like, Furno, get in there, grab her ass, bring her back over here, please.
And blow up everything on the way out.
I identify
Exactly.
as a paladin, okay, guys?
So I'm very excited to try this out. I'm liking it so far. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's really cool. And I felt this circle tied in more with the backstory of Alec too, with where I'm going with him.
Oh,
So
there you go.
it works out. But that's why you probably saw some stuff that maybe you don't usually see out of Druid. Like Druids don't cast Firebolt. The Druids of the Wildfire.
I was a little confused about that.
Me too, but I was like, oh well.
Yeah, I fully intended on explaining after session today. Be like, so
DM player
why.
character gets
I was
perks.
totally thinking he was like some multi-class thing going on, and I just rolled.
You're like, yeah,
Me
okay.
too.
Nope, Nope, it's his circle. At level he gets several spells that are like always prepared and that don't affect your spells you can have prepared normally. When he hits level 5, he will always have Fireball prepared. So I'm like, Druid with Fireball? Let's do it.
A
Nice.
fire druid.
Oh my god, cast Entangle and then light it on fire.
So,
Cast web, light it on fire.
yep, yeah. So anyway, you guys got some zombies to deal with next week, so feel free to put some thought on how you're going to deal with them. They're zombies.
Luckily, I have a magic sword.
Jeez.
Adalia's gonna not.
Dahlia's going to be like, fuck this, I'm out.
Oh, by the way,
Alright.
I need to say that poem I quoted earlier was Edgar Allan Poe. So not my
Ah,
own
yes,
like-
the spooky bitch.
You
Yep.
spot
So-
on nailed that too. Like I was like, holy fuck, that was good. You didn't stutter,
Says,
you didn't hesitate. Like that was spot on.
Yeah,
Thank you,
multi-class
thank
warlock
you.
bard.
Wouldn't
Oh,
that
there
be
you
cool?
go. That would be cool. I still think she should multi-class into paladin, but you know, I know things about Myra that just wouldn't work. I don't know. Actually, you know, Myra paladin could work. Because
Would it though?
paladins aren't devoted to necessarily a deity. They're more
But isn't that
devoted to an oath.
an oath?
It'd be an
Okay.
oath to friends, oath to order. I think we could
I
make
might-
it work.
I just
It's really up to you two to make that
Brooke
call.
needs to get out of my head that because like for me, I'm like, I want to fight, yeah, but Myra
But you're
is
not a fighter.
I'm not a fighter. Yeah.
There
No,
we go.
so in one of my other
Yeah, I
campaigns,
just need to get out of my head.
I'm playing a cleric. I'm playing a forge cleric, and which basically means I'm a cleric tank. So I am the front line of my team as a cleric.
Nice.
So
Clerics are kind of beefy. I can see them being in the front line.
especially one with heavy armor with a max AC of 23.
Yeah, I want you in the front line.
Yeah.
I need to beef up my HP. Definitely.
You can always take the tough feat. That helps.
I find
That
tough
helps
to
a
be
lot.
more beneficial if you take it later.
Yeah.
But it builds. It's
It
not so
does.
much that it's more beneficial in one big hit later on, but it builds with you. It basically gives you plus 2 HP for every single level. So
In addition to your regular amount of HP.
yeah, so
I like tough. But no, so that's why he's a Circle of Wildfire playtest content. That's why he's a little different. So, figured I'd
Yep.
try it out. And just so you guys know, playtest content is welcome. So if we change characters in the next section of our adventure or anything like that, you know, we'll totally be able to do that. I'm all about figuring it out.
good deal. All right then, I gotta go, guys.
Yep. Have a good night. I too am gonna hop out. So thanks for showing up again, guys.
All right, everyone, have a safe Halloween and see you next week.
Yep. See you guys next Thursday.
Boy.
Is it
So long
Thursday
and
yet?
good night.
Eyebrows.
Is it Thursday yet?